Welcome along to the beautiful Allan Border Field. Once again, it's the Katherine Raymont Shield T20 Final today. It's the 12th of January 2020 if you're looking at us in the future. Today it's the Western Suburbs team versus the University of Queensland team. Wests have been here before, but it's recently, but it's been a while since the University of Queensland has. My name is Carol Weichel, nearly forgot there, and with me today, Mick Sims. How you going, Mick?
Oh, very good, very good. On slightly overcast skies, but we should get a full game in today.
Yeah, very different weather conditions today. It rained overnight here in Brisbane, so we've got had the groundsman out all morning this morning, and it's picture perfect now. So, yesterday, if you didn't watch it or you haven't watched it yet, please do watch back at Laura Harris's innings. So the news out of yesterday is Laura Harris hit 104, I think, off 42, something like that, something very close to that. And my notes are terrible. And her sister Grace Harris for Wests is not playing today. She injured her, I think, was it knee, Mick?
Knee, yes.
And we were worried about Holly Furling, but she's okay today. She had a shoulder issue yesterday when she was batting, but she bowled brilliantly yesterday, so that's all good. Samantha Dixon is in for Grace Harris for Wests, and UQ's changes Maggie Murphy and Shani Bloxham in, and Blunn and Hamlin are out from yesterday. That's for representative duties, Mick, those two, or no?
I think it's mainly that Maggie was away at Queensland
Country
Championships,
back.
and,
right.
and
yep.
So Shani was too, I think.
Yep. So the umpires, as they go out, are the same as yesterday. So that's Michael and Jared. Michael Mellifort and Jared Tutt. So good on them. Standing out there all day yesterday, they must have had a good night's sleep last night. So Mick, what can we expect for today, do you think? I have no idea what's going to happen here. Depends on Laura Harris, I expect.
Yeah. University won the toss and decided to bowl, and with their batting lineup, yes, you'd want to be chasing. And they could chase down any total. West will be trying to set a good total. I see Kirby Short and Josie Dooley going out to bat, with Grace being unavailable. Should be a good game. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think it'll be a belter. Kirby Short, of course, lost the toss, and Uni won, and they elected to bowl, as you were saying. So we've got Short and Dooley out there for West, and for UQ, Kate Beaumont, Jess Jonathan, Laura Harris, Georgia Kerr, Georgia Relf, Maggie Murphy, Lauren Anderson, Chloe Murphy. Got all the Murphys today. Joey Maben, Shani Bloxham, Nat Murphy, and 12th is Sheba High. So that's what's happening here. You can just buckle up, I reckon.
Looks like Maggie Murphy's straight into the bowling attack to open from the Albion Park end.
No mucking around. So.
Yeah, Queensland country just very unlucky in the national championships. Ended up losing to EAP and EA in the semis, and EAP went on to win the grand final, I believe.
Oh, okay. What does EOP stand for?
EAP, East Asia Pacific. A lot of Papua New Guinea girls playing on it.
Okay.
So quite a few that play for Ipswich in the Brisbane Premier Grade comp.
Pardon my ignorance.
I know, all good.
Good. So it'll be Murphy to Dooley to open proceedings here today at Allan Border. T20, of course, first 6 overs. Restricted fielding. They've got 2 out. Oh, and that's 4 to start.
Yeah, a bit unlucky, just down the leg side there. Yeah, just the 2 fielders out, one at deep cover and one at third person. So should be looking to pitch it up outside off stump would be the bowling line by the field set here today.
Political correct field positions. I think we can call it third man. It's geography, isn't it?
Oh, Rob Bailey be listening. He'll give me a hard time.
Well, I've got a master's in gender studies, so you can call it third man.
Okay.
In we go. Maggie Murphy. And Dooley gets this one in front of her. But straight to Laura Harris.
Yeah, Laura looking a bit stiff after fielding that first ball after hitting those so many runs yesterday. But
I'm not surprised.
she'll be nice and fine by the time she gets the bat.
I think she'll be perfectly happy if she does it again today. Maggie Murphy once more to Dooley. And nice,
single.
yeah, that's a real short single.
Oh,
that breeze is coming in the window there, Mick. Can you either stand a bit further away from it, or there you go. Nice breezy day today. I wouldn't call it cool, but it's not stultifying like it was yesterday morning. But anybody who's stood out in a paddock after it's rained in Queensland in the summer knows what that feels like. So the damp heat's going to be rising. Murphy into short now, facing her first ball. Lifts her hand in some kind of apology, I think, to Dooley.
yeah. With the weather, much better playing conditions today. It's only feels like 28 instead of your mid 30s that we.
Yes, that's right. It felt like 35 when they were playing yesterday. So does it make a difference? Do you think, seeing it such a different kind of day that West played the morning yesterday and UQ played the afternoon?
Not really. It got a little bit cooler through the day. That wind came up, but I believe you don't want it really hot, but you don't want it really cold. So the mid temperatures are always very good to play cricket in. You don't have cold hands and things like that.
Recovery time, I guess, doesn't matter. It's all just yesterday. Yeah. Murphy again to Short.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah. Kirby Short got into a beautiful flow yesterday with her strokes, so was hitting fours. Not her usual go, usually ones and twos.
And Josie's similar kind of batsman. Will just look to work around, but she does go for the big shots, and you might see a few lap shots and reverse sweeps as she gets into her innings.
So who are we expecting to play the big hitting role for West today without Harris? Murphy to Dooley.
Oh, nice shot.
That one's going to get there, I think. Yeah.
Oh, great effort to stop it, but no, that's 4 runs. I would be thinking Megan Dixon would be the person with a bit of hitting for West today. Josie can supply some hitting, but her main game is just knocking it around. Courtney Sipple can hit the ball quite large.
Was that Jess Jonathan there, just diving at that?
Yes, it does look like.
I'm sure the Australian selectors are thrilled. But dare you to stop her. All right, so who have we got here? Is this Anderson?
Yep, that looks like Lauren Anderson coming in from the Crosby Park.
She had a pretty tidy day yesterday. So have a look at her figures for you in my fantastic page O notes. Nope, don't have it, but she did have a good day yesterday.
Been one of the leading wicket takers for University through the T20 series this year. So and bowled really well yesterday. Keeps a good line and length.
For those of you who don't know, UQ chased down 169 yesterday, whereas West had less work to do.
Right on the money first ball.
Yep. We were talking about Anderson's action being repeatable yesterday, and that's what she does.
And I'm certain we've got a few of the University supporters all looking in Hobart, so hello to all your players there.
Yeah, Mick and I level each other out. His daughter Ash is playing for West today, and I owe my entire livelihood since I started working to the University of Queensland, and I played rugby for them, so we even each other out here today. We're both so level-headed, Mick, it'll all be fine.
Yeah. Nice quick single there.
Hoping to be joined by Queensland Cricket's Michael Wright at some point during the commentary today. Give us his insights into what's going on here today. Pretty happy man, I imagine, with this beautiful ground and this great contest for the final. Crowd building up in the stands. Come on down to Albion if you're in the Brisbane area and at a loss for something to do on Sunday morning. Grab your coffee and come over.
Anderson really right on the money there so far. Two good batters, you know. Good to see.
Yeah, she got a bit frustrated there at the end. I think there were a couple dropped off her yesterday that she didn't appreciate. But she did pull up a couple of times yesterday too. So she's someone who knows when she has a sense of when something's not right and doesn't go through with it. So that's good too. Oh.
Josie going after that ball because of the tight lines being bowled, just felt she had to go for that one while the fielding restrictions are in play.
Joey Maben keeping wicket for UQ, doing all that squatting. Anderson now to Dooley.
Yep, good run. You can see the good batsman that actually can place that between the field. It wasn't a bad ball, slightly short, a little bit middle and leg, but just said, okay, good ball, punch it in between the two fieldsmen and they both take off for an easy run. Like, you know, it's good batting.
Yep. These two determined to give West a solid start here. Last ball of the second over. First over from Anderson, of course, from
nice
short,
hands.
just beautifully paced drop there. And she is quick. We were talking about Kirby Short being a veteran of this competition, but she is still as quick as between the wickets and in the field. So
none for 14 off 2 overs. So been a fairly sedate start, but it's still 7 and over.
Yeah, and
which surprised me.
And there's a 0 still before the score, so that's important too. Has she got a better running partner? You know, all due respect to Grace Harris, but she's not a greyhound. But has she got a quicker partner there in Dooley?
Yeah, Josie backs up well, runs hard, very good scamper between the wickets, Jose. So, but we'll also play the ball over the top, Jose. You might even see Kirby being a bit more aggressive once she gets her eye in and gets set.
She had that great WNCL innings with Sammy Joe last season. Never forget that. It was fantastic. Saved the game. Sorry, go ahead.
And Josie played an innings down the Gold Coast where she, facing Elise Perry, hit the winning runs last season that was, off Elise Perry.
Yep. That must always be good to have on your resume.
Yes.
Even just in your own heart. Maggie Murphy again in her second over coming in to Dooley.
Nice shot. Good fielding. Ooh. So probably 2 runs with that slide there.
Yeah, everything's going to count, I think, and I feel like UQ is well aware of that this morning. University, sorry.
Yeah.
So people call me, a friend of mine called me a cyborg of the university the other day because I'd worked there so long. So Maggie Murphy again to Dooley, who gets it away this time, and they're going to have another single there. Sorry, short. I was just thinking how different they look, Short and Dooley, and it was so easy to tell. And then I got the wrong name out of my mouth, so beg your pardon. Dooley, sorry.
They're all in long black and yellow helmets, and
they're a long way away from us. I should look at the monitor more often. Murphy now to Dooley. It's going to be right sometimes when I say it, and no run there. So they've got it screwed down pretty well here, UQ. Nothing flagrant happening.
And good to see bowlers bowling more than 1 over spells.
Yep.
as per our conversation with John yesterday.
Yes. It's the modern way. We can expect to see that when Westfield. Yeah, they're bowling to Murphy bowling to her field here.
And the captain showing good backing the bowler. No deep fine leg, just 3 on the leg side, all saving 1. Oh, kiss of death, Mick.
There's a wide there.
But missing a wide outside off stump, I hear on the BBL, they think that's not a bad thing at times because you're trying to get that ball wide and full and just trying to get a dot ball, and you miss it by the barest of margins sometimes.
Yeah, it's all a mind game with the bowler. So now she'll be wondering what's happening next. And
well, that's close.
Oh, gee.
Some good running.
Some fairly good cricket all round there. It was
So after 3 overs, we're none for 19.
Sheba High coming on here for, is it Natalie Murphy coming off? Maybe?
Yeah, might be. Just can't see a number, but
no.
And Natalie was a member of the first university team that won a T20 Grand Final.
Yeah, Mick's been doing some archaeology. It's the 10th year, we think, of this competition. And we were saying when we first covered this, they were scoring sub 100 scores. But here we are. UQ, as I say, chased 169 yesterday that Sandgate made, so different world.
It's a nice back, but straight to the field, well fielded by Jess Jonathan.
So Anderson going at it again. Seeing quite a different pattern here, maybe because it's not as hot and revolting out there as it was yesterday morning. So
and reward for good bowling. The run rate's not getting away.
Yeah, exactly.
Power play.
See if we can get them frustrated. They're Dooley out hunting and
looking for a wide.
Yeah, nearly found trouble instead. So
good to see Kirby going down and have a talk to her partner. Just say, come on, we just keep knocking it around. That's all we've got to do.
Yeah, that's right. The skipper, he's always leads the way. I doubt if they're ever in doubt about what she wants from them. Anderson in again to Dooley. Yep. She drops that one, and UQ must be getting sick of seeing that. But again, it's better than a 4, so let them take their singles.
Yep. Dots and ones. I think the captain and coach would be very happy with that situation.
Yep. Going into the 4th ball here.
Notice the fielders are just sneaking in a little bit on the leg side. Laura Harris is
she's just motioning
just motioning, so come in. Nice field. Good stop there by Chloe Murphy.
Did she just make short play into the other side?
If it'd been straight, yeah, she was a little bit outside off stump, but yeah, Kirby would have been watching too as well.
Some pretty good games going on out here. West's, of course, without Harris, didn't come out and warm up. Came out and warmed up very late.
It's a nice shot. Just got a bit straight on that ball. Put away through leg, and I think he'll go all the way for one of the first boundaries off the bat.
Yeah, I think that's the second one, maybe. So,
one over that way.
And then the buys on the first. But yep.
Takes Dooley up to 13 or 14.
We're doing some really good pointing here, which is unfortunate because no one can see it. But Mick and I. So second last ball of her over here. Ooh, gee.
Could be a bye. Ball just
that hits something, I think.
Ball just got through a bit quicker than Joey thought, I think. Bit unlucky.
The end of
4 overs, none for 26.
That one caught me by surprise. I thought they had another one to go. True.
Yeah, just that length ball just caught her on the crease, played from the crease, didn't go forward, didn't go back, and Yeah. And now we see the first bowling change with Jess Jonathan coming on from the Albion Park end.
Caught in two minds and used a third, as Dennis Cometti used to say. Yep, going for the lid.
Be interesting how they play Jess. Like, Jess is probably she's an Australian bowler. She plays T20 all over the world, and so the one thing to be saying is we don't want to lose wickets to her, and we might just try to get a few runs, get 4 or 5 off her overs, and then look to attack from the other end.
And somebody yesterday greeted, I think it was Tess Cooper, greeted her with shot back over her head. So that's not Josie Dooley's go, though. So I think she might get a few dots here, Jonathan. She knows these two like the back of her hand, just as well as they know her. So.
Yep, just making a slight adjustment on the field on the leg side, saying, just bringing that mid-wicket around a little bit squarer. I would think Josie would, her if she goes aerial, should go aerial over the covers. Laura, the covers are in fairly tight, so there's plenty of out space there. But that's a nice shot.
They know they can get a run, so as we were saying, speed not the issue with these two, so placement, everything.
I bring an extra person on the offside for Kirby, covering that cut shot that she plays. She moves to the leg side quite often, and
yep.
just getting her a little bit better in position there.
That's quite a ring of fielders they've got there.
Nice dead bat.
Oh, gee.
A lot of respect in that shot.
Yep. Yeah, well, she knows all the things that might come. It's just what's coming this particular time. Jonathan too short. Oh.
I think that went straight on, didn't it?
Yeah, got him behind her there.
Just got her on close to the back leg, I reckon. So nice bit of bowling. Can see the flight well from our angle here.
Wow.
Oh, that was almost played on.
Jonathan.
Very quick running. Josie's scampering, but I don't think there'll be 3. Yes, there will be 3. A little mishap in the fielders. Great 3 there. On a fairly short boundary.
Yep.
That's the end of another over, so that's 5 overs, none for 30, 6 and over.
Same.
My maths is just great again today.
Fantastic.
I like it when it's something I can do.
Alcohol rhythms. If you weren't watching yesterday, this pitch is short on the other side as you look at it. So 40 to 45, I think, to the boundary over on that side, and the maximum on this side 62. It was yesterday, and I think it looks the same today.
So we've got a change of bowling at the Crosby Road end with Chloe Murphy coming on from there.
Yeah, we've got all the Murphys for you. We've got a brace of Murphys playing today. Number 4 is Chloe. Maggie is 8. We haven't seen Natalie yet, but she's 36. So there you go.
Looks like the clouds are breaking up. Quite a bit of blue sky up there now, so things are looking good. Hope they haven't put the kiss of death on that either.
The ground's going to get steamy shortly.
That's a nice shot. Hitting the cover field. Nice return in from the boundary.
Yeah, we're in the 6th over, so we're nearly at the end of the opening power play. So with the restrictions, so see if they can get some over the top here.
That's a nice drive.
Yeah, doesn't get past the fielder, but they dropped it. So
Would have been a tight single with a good pick-up and throw, but Josie put the pressure on the field.
Shani Bloxham, she didn't play yesterday, so maybe not quite as sharp yet. Yeah, Michael's here. Is his volume on? Okay.
Nice little
Michael
late
Wright from Queensland Cricket. Welcome along.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, our pleasure. Someone just sit down and be quiet while you and Mick talk about cricket. There's so a beautiful day here at Allan Border.
Yeah, it's worked out really well.
Yeah.
I think there's a few concerns, but it's a nice morning for cricket.
Yeah, and a great contest here.
And Dooley goes over the top, clearing the infield really well, and
no, nearly stopped it, but
great effort.
That fantastic innings by Laura Harris yesterday. All over the Courier Mail, was it, this morning? No?
I haven't had a chance to look
I
yet.
haven't either.
Been worried about this game, but it was some serious batting from Laura.
Yes. Very nice. A privilege to watch, that was. And Dooley here.
Goes again.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Probably the first show of aggression and intent from the opening pair of West. They've been quite measured and just picked up the runs as they came, and so probably just trying to expand a bit as they get set now.
Yeah, just needed to, there in that sixth over, just making use of the field being in, hitting over the top of it. So, Dooley and, score's gone. There it is. None for 37.
Be 41, I think.
Yes, no, pretty good start from the power play for West. Haven't lost the wicket.
Yeah, none for 38, pardon.
Without the services of Grace Harris today, who's got a bit of an injury, so I'm sure they would have loved to be, none down, plenty of wickets in the shed as they can go through, over 7 to 20. So a really good start from West here. So we're very pleased, and obviously the skipper in Kirby Short getting the job done at the top.
Mick suggesting that Megan Dixon might be their big boomer today.
Yeah, they've got plenty of all rounders who can play their shots as Jonathan comes into Short.
Yeah. Couple of wily old customers here.
Yeah, probably the big matchup here. I'm sure University will be trying to get the 4 overs out of JJ for the love a couple of wickets, but also not too many runs. So this is the big matchup. I'm sure I wouldn't be surprised if West are thinking if they can not give her a wicket and pick up 4 or 5 or 6 singles and over, they'll be very happy.
Yep. The other bowlers have also been bowling very well this morning, so it's not an easy. Even if they see the back of Jonathan, it's not going to be an easy day at the office for West. So.
I'm sure West have back in their mind the innings of Laura Harris yesterday, so they made pretty light work of 169. So they want to keep the score ticking, but not take too many risks against JJ.
I reckon it's not far back in their minds either.
Good running.
Yeah, Short, as always, as we've been saying, the great judger of a run or two.
You talked about Dixon. You got the likes of Dixon and Holly Furling and Courtney Sipple, all who, with a bit of freedom, could be really powerful in those maybe the last 10 overs.
Yep. Jonathan again, this time to Dooley.
Oh, good footwork by Jace. Just
nice shot, just as happy with a single there, as Michael was saying.
and you can see with the field changes each ball as they take singles. With Kirby, they bring that short gully in, and they bring the straight hit on the mid-on in, and with JC they put them back on the leg side. So yeah, they can good bowling, good tactics.
Jonathan too short.
Oh, I don't think there's one there.
Always looking. We were saying. Nope, I've lost it. I had a question there for you, Michael, but I've completely forgotten what it was. Mick was saying yesterday how great it is seeing the Australian players back here playing for their clubs, and as Jonathan comes in.
Oh, no,
Good finish there. 2 dots to finish off there. Good.
Short didn't know where that one was.
Yeah, it's great, and it was one of the things from our scheduling at the start of the year and in the off season. This weekend there was a gap in sort of that schedule for the WBL and the WNCL, and even at the national level with the Australian players like Jonathan and Mooney, and if Gold Coast had made it in the semi-final, Kimmins would have played. So really a big weekend, and having both days at AB Field just adds to that. So it's worked out really well, and it's great weekend for the Raymont Shield, just from a first grade point of view. So a lot of and also after the success of the back-to-back WBL titles, which we hosted here as well. So it's a good feeling.
What a great weekend.
Chloe
Murphy, Murphy, Chloe.
It's going to take some stopping. 4 runs to Dooley. Some good intent from Dooley here.
Yep. So
actually taking on the big boundary, heading towards the pavilions is slightly longer than heading up towards the Ray Limwell net. So she's taking it on, and there is a lot of space out here as they see.
Well,
I see Jess Jonathan run into where that ball had gone. So
I was going to say, like the rest of us, they were expecting her to choose the short one. So
Not too much wrong with that ball from Chloe, just a tiny bit short, and Dooley just got on the back foot and whacked it. And
there's another one, but Jonathan's there now, so
just moved the fielder there and straight at her. So probably got to be trying to bowl a little bit fuller again to play down the ground. As soon as you start going short, it opens up that 360s of the field. So they've brought the field up here for Kirby. Won't want to give it any width with a gap between point and short third man here.
Yep.
And making sure that she doesn't get any easy singles to rotate the strike, as we all know that Kirby's main game. But wouldn't be surprised if she gets one up. She comes through to the left of Jess Jonathan there. There's a nice gap over the top of Laura Harris.
Yeah.
That's a quick single.
Gee.
I think she still would have been safe. Kirby moves very well, and a big dive. A good bit of fielding from Bloxham there. Clean gather and a throw.
Yeah.
You actually reckon the replay here, I think she might have got in. Would have been real close.
Seen that dive in blue quite often. By Kirby
I was going to say if I had $1 for every time I'd seen Kirby just sliding. Murphy now to Dooley.
That's an easy single.
So great start for West here. They'll be extremely happy with this platform, and I feel like Dooley's probably looking to have a bit more of a license and take a bit on, and Kirby sort of to keep it ticking over with singles and bat deep is probably the game plan for West at the moment.
Yeah, that's Kirby Short's role historically, isn't it? So.
Want to close out with a good ball here, Murphy. Kirby advances. Gets a good piece of that. That might be the field.
Well fielded.
Nice work.
Might cost her 2, but it was a good bit of fielding there from Bloxham.
Yeah.
Had a good over there from her. She's got a couple of touches.
Yeah, she missed one early, and obviously didn't like that very much. So she's really after it now.
Saved 2 runs there. She gets past her at 4. Field a little bit slower than yesterday with the rain, but still like a bowling green.
Yeah, has to be one of the fields around where you can't make too many excuses with the fielding. It rolls pretty true, and great stuff from the crew here, for Jared Byrne and his staff, who've worked all weekend, and looks a treat as the sun sort of pops through. So they've got a nice bit of sun and blue skies. Poking through, because I think a fair few people were worried about the weather this morning or over the weekend. So great to have a full 2 semis yesterday, and then have a full game here with the final. Yeah,
all cleared out to sea by about 6 o'clock this morning. So well done. Yeah,
Change of bowling now.
Yep.
Is that Charney?
Yeah, that looks like Bloxham. Yeah.
To
start with the wide.
Yeah.
I think from that, I'm guessing they want to probably save JJ for maybe the end or the latter overs if West sort of up the ante. So don't bowl her through as Bloxham comes in. Might see might see with the off spinner, the two right-handers at this end, they'll target that short side to the Ray Linwell oval side. It's probably about a 50-metre hit that side, with the pitch on the furthest side there. So we'll see if they target the off spinner.
The
Single.
groundsman told us 45.
45, righto, yeah.
Yesterday morning, so we'll believe him.
Still very aggressive fields. Only the 3 people back, and really trying to make them work hard for these singles too.
Yep.
Harris in quite close there on the shortish cover.
Speaking of that, they just loaded up the leg side they've moved the short third man to the short fine leg as Bloxham comes in. Balls on the side.
Yeah, they think they know that Josie will play that ball straighter to the leg side, whereas Kirby will play it through gully, so that person keeps going backwards and forwards depending who's on strike.
Bloxham in now to Dooley.
Nice shot.
Sure.
To
Good
the
fielding.
fielder. Yeah. To Ralph.
It'll be interesting to see if this partnership keeps going, who will come in next. Whether West have a couple of batters prepared for different dismissals, as in if Kirby gets out, they might send in a particular player, or if Dooley gets out, they might send in a hitter or someone to be a bit more aggressive as Bloxham comes into short.
They're a cagey bunch at West.
I think Harris a bit sore from yesterday. I believe she worked all night as well. I saw her rock up this morning in the scrubs. So she's probably a bit tired and a bit sore.
Oh, that's madness.
She hasn't got that line right this over.
Yeah.
3 or 4 wides out there from the offie. Might be a bit worried about the short leg side and wanting to stay away from there.
It wasn't here yesterday. It wasn't playing yesterday either. So
He's been at the country champs up in Toowoomba.
Mm-hmm.
Kirby's got a
That
catch.
could be out.
Oh.
Catch by Jonathan.
And she's not going to drop those catches.
Yep. So that's the end of Kirby Short for 17 of 24. So as you say, will they send in another hare?
I would think Courtney probably
Sipple,
would
you
be
think?
would be the normal number 3.
A good it would
She
be a
was
good
padded up.
would be a good time to bring in the left-right combo. Put a bit of confusion. As at the replay here, Jonathan, safe as.
Yep.
Safe as a house. Nice and easy.
Yeah, Courtney Sipple coming in. Michael John was talking yesterday about renovations here at Allan Border.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff planned around here for the sort of nearish future, between here and Shaw Park at Northern Suburbs.
So that'll act as Allan Border while this is getting renovated.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yep.
It's quite a big project at sort of federal and state level. Looking to upgrade this field and to take it to that level where it can host some really good content, like things around the size of the field. Like I think there's plans to expand
night games.
I'm not sure all about the lights and stuff like that, but I don't know the full detail. But a lot of work in the next couple of years to up this facility.
So how long will it be out of action, do you think?
I think it'd be like a summer, close to a summer, and that's why the North's Shaw Park stuff is really important to be able to host other content. And I'm sure the other premier clubs and grounds around the state would help out as well when that happens. But there is a fair bit of excitement. It's always great to see some sort of facility upgrades. A great standard already, but you find over the years to stay ahead of it, you've got to keep developing as Bloxham comes into Sipple. Good start there. Because there is, as the national campus here, and with the indoor nets next door, and obviously our lovely weather up here in southeast Queensland, that so much cricket comes through here, and it keeps very busy. So there is some stuff in the works, which is exciting for cricket, both for clubs, for representative players, and just fans and spectators who ideally will be coming here for more state games or WBL games in the future. So you always want to keep offering offering the best service to those stakeholders.
Cool.
So yeah, really interesting sort of period here. One for 60 after 9. New batter in here. Uni would love to probably bowl as much to Sipple as possible as they comes into Dooley.
Georgia Kerr.
Starts with a wide there.
Change at this end.
Probably missed out there, Dooley. Probably a bit annoyed with herself there. Sort of full leg side. Fine leg was up. Bat on ball probably would have been 4 there. So I still think she's going to have that aggressive intent from Dooley as Kerr comes in.
I think that's her role now. So
Looks with the field setting, the deep cover, deep mid wicket, 2 back on the drive. That should be trying to pitch the ball up and straight. And you might see Josie go and do a lap or a reverse in this because she likes the innovative shots.
Seems to be tailing in a bit, so I might go with it and go over that short fine leg. She comes down.
And that's probably not the place to hit it.
Straight to Jonathan. He takes a very good catch.
Jonathan,
Very good catch, rolling forward.
the safest hands.
Yep.
And
it's always good to have your best fielders in the key spots, and
Yep.
that definitely was the case there. It's the replay here.
saw Beth Mooney guarding the outer yesterday when she wasn't whispering in the ear of the young bowlers.
Good contact and good catch coming in.
Not easy to do.
That's probably the shot for the other side with the short boundary, but took on the longer side, and big couple of wickets here from University. Two in 4 or 5 balls. So West probably need to rebuild here now. 2 fresh batters with Sipple only facing the 1 ball and Dixon coming in as the fresh one.
Yeah, promising start there, but as you say, 1 and 2 knocked over now, so they'll need to start again in the 10th over. West, so
It'd be interesting to see what Uni are thinking bowling wise, because with 2 fresh batters, I wouldn't be surprised if they turn to JJ for an over, seeing if you can make it 3 or 4 wickets quite quickly and get amongst the middle to lower order of West. Both Dixon and Sipple, 2 very good players, and don't want to let them sort of just settle into their innings. It's always wickets is the best way to stop runs, so they might think about a sort of over from Jonathan soon as Kerr comes in.
Yeah, they've changed the field with the 2 new batsmen in. There's only the 2 people out now, so they're really squeezing the square, really trying to sort of dot balls, build pressure, get wickets.
You want to keep it nice and tight to Sipple. Likes to go through that sort of point square cover region. I'm sure she'll be looking for a bit of width here from Kerr.
So you can see there from that graphic, the
wide there.
West just a little touch over a runner ball at this point. So
Got away with one there. I think Kerr, no, it was a wide, but with no fine leg, that could have easily been 4. So looking to close out a good over with that wicket and finish off with a couple of dots here.
Ooh. Must have just missed leg stump.
Yeah.
And with the left-hand batsman, the ball was probably coming
we'll
in.
have a look at that one.
Oh, through the legs.
Yeah,
Megged.
that explains it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good running run. Yep.
Yeah, the old through the legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Laura is moving very slowly.
Yeah, I think she had a very big 24 hours.
Probably quicker than me. I've got to say, people.
I feel like though, if she gets a chance at the bat, and based on her innings yesterday, there won't be too much running, and she hits the ball well. There'll be plenty of 4s and 6s from Laura Harris. See Dixon facing her first ball.
Ooh.
Wide there.
I was going to say she might want to have a bit of a spell, a swap out, but a bit of a sub. But maybe she wants to keep moving. So
Yeah, like I think it's good to have her out there.
Yeah.
A set of hands and a leader, I think, is always important. As Kerr comes in.
Run hard.
I think you'll take giving up the odd single here and there to have her out there with her leadership.
Sure.
So good over from University with the wicket there.
Yeah, they're certainly tighter today,
Yeah.
I'd say, than they were yesterday. So
what's that? 10 overs, two for 65. So yeah, it's really even at the moment. Bloxham continuing. I said I think this next 4 overs will be the key. If Dixon and Sipple can get a partnership here, gives them a chance to explode for the last 6 overs. Whereas Uni, if they can pick up a 3rd or a 4th wicket before maybe that 14th or 15th over mark, really gives them a crack in the middle to lower order of Western Suburbs and probably stops them from scoring a bit too quickly as they approach the 20 over mark. So, yeah, right in the balance, which is great.
yeah, pretty hungry here, UQ. They haven't won since 2013.
Might have been a bit of bat on that. There's a few sounds there.
Yeah, it sounded woody,
Yeah,
but
bit high as well. They got caught in the knee roll of Dixon, so got a replay here.
but if you're going to appeal, you appeal loud.
Can't tell much from behind, but yeah, we'll go high.
Yeah.
Bloxham comes in. Ooh,
Just about lifting that.
yeah. Does play the ball well through the leg side. Megan Dixon, good flicker of the ball. I think a bit of indoor comes out in that shot as Bloxham comes in.
We didn't see her yesterday, did we, Mick?
No, it wasn't required to bat.
No. And I can't remember her figures with the ball, but it was a good team effort from West with the ball.
Yeah, the only real gap she's got is behind point.
Which is not that I've played indoor cricket. I understand a lot of balls get hit there, so she's probably looking for a bit of width there, hit it into the back corner. But yeah, I think both her and Sipple just look to tick it over, get set, and then assess in a few overs time. So
2 for 23 with the ball yesterday, Megan Dixon. So
Yeah,
has a big knack of playing very well in finals, Megan Dixon. She has a very good track record for Western Suburbs in semis and grand finals in both formats, and yeah, delivers consistently. Or bowl.
yeah. Kirby turns to Megan a lot when she needs a wicket.
I was going to say big, but also been captaining the side with short away,
Yep.
so also a good steady head there.
Good over here from Bloxham.
Yep.
Can squeeze out a few more dots and get out with a nice cheap one.
Got
Going to have to run hard. Yeah.
So, you almost think from a fielding point of view, Uni could give up a few paces coming in to really restrict those singles. Yeah, that perhaps was a bit tight if there'd been a few steps in there. But no, it's another good over from University. And I said, is that really tight period as they look to, both sides look to just assess the situation. Uni trying to get a couple of wickets and West trying to settle and get ready to launch in the back end of the innings.
yeah, much better over there from Bloxham. Got her wides under control, so got the radar going.
They got
Yeah.
Curry bowling her next
I
over
would
from
think,
them.
yeah.
I do like the aggressive field settings. They are really squeezing. I agree with Michael. The cover could be a couple of steps in. Oh, mid wicket. Sorry, left
Missed.
hand on strike.
Missed out there, a little low fully. Try to sort of put that over probably wide mid on, mid wicket. Yeah. Probably could have gone the offside of that one by the time it finished up as Kerr comes in to Sipple. It's a single there.
Sheba coming in quick to get the ball.
Yep.
Good start to the over here. 1 off 2. I said, yeah, with Sipple, if you can keep it nice and tight and challenge her to play straight. As I said, I think her strength is hitting the ball through cover and perhaps that sort of pull shot through square leg and a wicket. So trying to get her play straight as much as possible.
Run rate still on 6 as Kerr comes in.
Or bowled. Little edge there off the tail of the bat.
Oh, at the
Ooh.
bowler's end. Ooh.
Yeah, she wasn't quite running that one out, Megan Dixon. She sort of looked. I think she was thinking about the shot and didn't realise short third man had picked the ball up and thrown it in. There's been a few. There's been a few of those recently. There was one in the was it Aaron Finch in the BBL as Kerr comes into.
There were
Sipple.
a couple yesterday.
That's a single. Yep. I feel like if you hit the ball to Laura Harris, it's a single.
She's just indicating there that she could only bend down
but
far.
I think temporarily Sipple and Dixon forgot that.
I wouldn't be hitting it on the full, I reckon.
No. And talking about the runs, there was that one, I think Kirby in the WNCL, that was a great bit of fielding from young Phoebe Litchfield as Kerr comes in.
That's a nice shot.
Dixon's got to hold that.
Nice and safe.
That should run away for 4. So that's a strong spot for Dixon. I've seen a fair few 4s hit through there this season with whether it be in the 1-days and T20s. Feels comfortable elevating the ball and over mid-on is a sort of strong spot for her.
Top right, left-hand top of the back net. No, and that kept the shape nicely. Just hit through the ball, hit it over the infield, ran to the boundary.
Kerr comes in trying to bounce back. A bowl.
See, they've just made a fielding change where Laura came to mid-on and when it got out of the single area. So that was good. She probably asked for it.
Still going Bloxham. So 2 for 74 after 12. Just a bit over 6 and over. Very much 50-50 here. I know yesterday Holly Furling played a little cameo at the end, of sort of 30 or not out of 20. She's in the sheds with a few others. Game very much set up to see who really wins this back half of the innings.
Kerr coming off for a breather there after her spell, and Chloe Murphy back on the field.
Bloxham in the Sipple here.
Bloxham the Sipple, yep.
Oh, see, that's the one. Probably shouldn't be a single there, but
Ooh.
they'll take it. That's part of T20. Good running.
It's amazing that once it gets past the 10 overs, you're almost running for anything, and they don't quite do that in the first few overs.
Does not want to give Dixon any width or pace here because I think that late cut or square cut would be a good shot here. Good shot.
Ooh.
I think if that was WBBL, that would have been caught.
Yeah, I think Laura. Yes, it's been a long 24 hours, and
the good awareness though from Sipple. I think she probably reckons that she's not moving at her quickest.
Bloxham comes into Sipple here.
That's a nice shot.
There's
It's got a finger to that. Was a tough one, hit firmly. And they've run well here for 2 on the big boundary. Good running from Dixon, that.
Yep,
nice throw from Ralph.
Yeah, that was a little. If you had the replay, there, I think it's a pretty tough chance. Got maybe fingertips to it. Would have been a screamer if she tipped it over the bar.
Yes. Very tough chance.
Sipple again.
Long boundary there as well, just the single.
University responding well. They can feel that they're starting to put the foot on the pedal a little bit, and you can see the field dropping out a bit. The inner circle's actually got back to the edge of the circle now. They realise the ball's being hit harder. So good captaincy. Good captaincy.
I think that in the next 2 hours there will be a chance. We've got a piece of that. It's going to take some catching. Good catch. Oh, no, she stepped on the rope. 6. She stepped on the rope.
Yep, just signal 6.
Yep, she's just...
As I literally just said, there could be a chance in the next 2 overs. There was a chance next ball, which has gone the other way for a 6. Good bit of work. I think, is it Murphy out there? No. But yeah, just stepped on the rope. Didn't reenact any Matt Renshaw antics, but big play there.
Great shot.
This could be 2 here. This could be just the 1.
No,
good moving from
She was not got a bad arm.
But yeah, that's one of those moments you can look out and go, it can go either way. Could have been a wicket of Dixon, instead 6 runs. So probably a good over there for Western Suburbs.
Yeah. It's a great morning so far. So, having a look at the grip there for Bloxham. Good shot. There we are. That's 13 gone. Just going to see that. That's 6. That wicket. Oh no, 6.
Great honesty from the fielders.
Yep.
You know, there's no need to go to the third umpire here. And we've got Anderson back on.
It's probably a good idea. Try to stop these guys getting too comfy. To Dixon.
Nice easy single.
The metronomic Anderson.
So at the end of 13 overs, we were 2 for 86, now 2 for 87. So the run rate's at just under 7, over 6.5, going towards 7.
6 at the beginning of the last over, so ticking it up a little bit here. Anderson now to Sipple.
That's a nice cover drive.
Yep.
It's going to. I think Jonathan will stop that quite easily. Yes, and they're not taking one on that arm.
No. Showing great awareness here, the West batters.
And it was a nice easy throw, but it was straight over the top of the stumps. Bounce throw straight over the top of the stumps, showing all her training.
Yeah.
They're not flukes. They practice that day in and day out.
Creatures from another planet. Anderson. Dixon.
Going down leg side, I'd say.
Leg by.
Been back. Might have been.
Jonathan having a drink and a discussion here at the boundary.
Anderson Buck coming in to Sipple. Sipple goes hard.
Oh, gee.
Just about a great catch.
Yeah, that would have been a miracle, that one. That was, what a rocket.
Chloe Murphy to a right-hand side, being a left-hand fielder, so going to the wrong side, but just about snuggled that.
Anderson here, as you can see. Sent back with a bit of interest. Only a single though. Anderson to Dixon. Ooh.
The umpire might...
What's it going to call that?
Just wondering if he's saying, did she play a shot? But yeah, avoiding the ball, so leg by. Oh, no leg by. That was hit the bat.
Huh. I thought she kicked it.
I thought it would have hit the foot as well.
Here we go. Hat's in the way.
Might have got a bit of bat on the way through.
Anderson now to Sipple. They're turning it over here. Wests.
Yeah, that's good. Good running. Good running.
Yeah.
Courtney runs well between the wickets. Yeah, they're knocking the ball around nicely, but still, University's bowling a really good line. They haven't bowled too many balls. There's been no easy runs out there today, so it's been good bowling.
Yeah, slight drop in run rate there through that over. So having a chat about it in the middle.
And it looks like Jess Johnson coming on from the Albion Park end.
Yes, I think the coach might have just told her to at the boundary there as he gave her a drink. Quite the discussion. So, you and John were talking about the coaches being able to have a chat. So there you go.
Yeah, there's something we should talk to Michael about here. John Devine was saying that it'd be great to see the strategic timeout, tactical timeout at 10 overs or something in the Premier grade.
I thought people were viewed that sort of negatively from the initial BBL rounds. There's been a bit of feedback around why we're having a minute or minute and a half timeout, but
I think they weren't arguing for it at that level, but certainly at this one.
Running hard here. Might look to go 2.
Yep.
No,
Ooh,
just inside.
good fielding, good fielding.
But in the case of Katherine, Raymont Shield and a lot of the women's competitions where they play with 12, they always have a player off the field and the coaches are there, so there's always that chance to provide input from the sidelines. But as we said, we've got some pretty senior players out there who'd be in touch with the game as well. Jonathan comes into Dixon. A bit high there. I said big little period here. We sort of talked around the 10 over mark when West lost 2 wickets in 4 balls, that trying to rebuild to the 14th over would probably be the plan, and Dixon and Sipple have done that as Jonathan comes in again.
It's a nice shot. Easy single there. Field's been coming in really hard, Shani, to stop the second.
I need you both to start thinking about what sort of total we're looking at here.
But there's been some good intent here from Sipple and Dixon. Obviously, Dixon had the life on the boundary with the 6 there, so I could see sort of 160 as a score which West might target.
Huh. Mick, you were only 1 off yesterday.
I'm probably thinking just over the one. They'd be targeting a lot more, but I'm just thinking 130.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's plenty of good bowling. University has bowled really well today, and
so yeah, it's my prediction was more as if one of these two get going with the likes of a Furling, but if University bowl well, that sort of 145, 140 type of thing could be around the area. It was really well, yes, that 130. If Jonathan was to pick up a wicket in her 4th over, which she's got 1 left. So I think that's probably the sort of scoring range which we're looking at here.
And we haven't seen Natalie Murphy bowl yet. She might be a death bowler again.
Yeah, she was very good yesterday, very economical.
Yeah, and it has to be said that University is down a few bowlers with the girls being away in Hobart, some of them. So there's probably 3 of their bowling lineup, Harini, Eliza, and their normal wicketkeeper, Jess Bradley, missing. So they're missing, and there's others. So they're missing quite a few of their bowling lineup, but they've been bowling really well today.
Got a message yesterday afternoon reminding us that there were 9 first graders missing from the UQ lineup. Most of them away, but in various places, including Sumatra. So can't remember who that was, but shout out if you're watching from there. And Hayley Burkett recovering from an operation, so she's had an absolute cow of a year. Looking forward to seeing her back in amongst it.
Yeah, here's a bowling change. Sheba.
Yeah, I think
Sheba,
interesting. Yeah, so first over here, I'd expect West to have a crack here and try and up the tempo. Started with a wide. So yeah, we've got 5 overs to go here. I think you'll see Sipple and Dixon look to go pretty hard. And if one of them comes off, it could be quite a big score for West here.
Yep. A lot of
That's another wide.
outfielders here.
Yeah, I would think that out of the 2, I would think that Courtney needs to go hard and Megan needs to sort of look to stay here to the death, just with her play. No disrespect to either batsman, but that's the way I would be asking to go. And that's a nice shot.
Yep. Sipple gets one out.
Be no misfields
straight
there.
to Jonathan. Yeah. No misfield, no inaccurate throw. Would be in the notes under her name.
And good field setting here. Even though they're back on to save the 4, they're making sure there's no 2s, being about that 5 to 10 metres inside the boundary.
That's 4 there from Dixon, straight on the shins, and worked away to fine leg with fine leg up there, 4 runs there. So not the best start here for this over. As you see here, just straight onto the pads. Although if you missed that, she would have been right in front of them. But 4 runs for Dixon there. We sort of talked, she's quite strong on the leg side and flicking the ball. So I think she'll be looking for that kind of shot.
Really good hands to get up behind the 45 there.
Sheba high again to Dixon.
Good running. Smart fielding too. Thrown to the bowler's end in case the batsman's not looking.
So 7 off. this over already, only halfway through, I think. So yeah, it's really 8 off actually with a single to Sipple earlier. It's a big over so far. And they've taken a single here. This could be interesting. Ooh. Would have been out with a hit, but not to be from, I think it was Murphy there.
Yeah, Chloe Murphy. Yeah.
Beautifully judged.
Yeah.
Isn't it? That's the
Wicket,
two options.
Wickets in hand and overs rain out. There'll be plenty of running on contact here. So
yeah, if that had hit, that would have been
that could
trouble.
be a no ball.
Oh, be able to change the field if it's a no ball.
No, I think they haven't called it. I think they've said it was on the way down, but they've picked up an overthrow here. Good. That's all a bit messy actually, and it's still going. So that's 2 runs eventually. I think they was close to a full toss. Yeah, could have been called.
I saw the umpires confer, and he was tapping the top of his thigh.
So still a big over here for West.
Yeah,
that's a nice shot, is it? No, just short.
They've gone past the 100 in this over.
Plenty of action for Jonathan out there at Cow Corner. So that's been a big over there from West. As I said, I think from now on they'll be going pretty hard. 4 overs left. Seeing what they could do.
Quite breezy here at present.
Yeah, it is a bit windy.
There's nothing we can do about that sound. If you can pick that up through the microphones, it's just the way it is.
Looks like Maggie Murphy coming back on to the Albion Park end. She had 2 overs to start the game.
Pretty good 2 overs. Just get her figures up here in a minute. But brought in, as you say, she was away
at the country
champs.
Champs.
Down the
road into Toowoomba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that some of the country girls could have played yesterday because they didn't win their semi-final on Friday, but I think after a full week, a few of them might have needed a bit of a break. But then obviously winning through to the final, get a chance to come in and play. So look at the field here. Mostly protecting the leg side with the boundary riders. So see what Murphy has here. Nice Dixon has got a piece of that. Great shot through straight mid-off for 4 runs. So great start to the over for Western Suburbs. 4 runs off the first ball.
No chance of stopping that.
Like before, she kept her shape, loaded up, and then, nice strong base to hit it back past the bowler. So some really good hitting there. The key is to keep your shape, keep a good base. Don't try and overhit it and just trust your technique, which Dixon did well there. So really good start there for Wes.
Just changing the field here a bit. So they're going to have the 2 straights back. So you might see Megan go over the mid-wicket, chip over square leg now. No, she's gone the big high, and that's 6.
Yep, that's over the pickets. So Megan Dixon making doubly sure that she's got herself a maximum there.
Went to the short boundary, so she had every confidence in making. I thought she might have gone a bit squarer, where the flag is over there. But
yeah, these two in danger of grabbing hold of this game here, so you need to do something about that.
That's more the line.
Got it again.
Didn't quite get hold of it. But be an easy. No, only 1.
I was watching that.
No.
Threw that in. Nice throw. Accurate. But nobody there to stop it hitting the sticks.
Be 119, I guess.
Yep. And
219.
So Murphy taking a bit of stick here in a 3rd over. Only went for 8s, I think, in the first 2, but
going to be drinks run out to the batsman at the end of this over, so there might be a bit of tactical advice. That's a nice shot. Nice drop and run there.
Something
and
a bit
Jonathan
more.
Onto it.
Something a bit more sophisticated than go, probably coming out.
But been set up. There's been good bowling, but West have batted really well. Only the 2 wickets down, and
that's right.
Good run rate, up over 7 at present.
Yep.
That's that one leads to that 140. So I might have been under par a little bit with my estimation.
Michael Wright's left us to do
That
something.
could be.
Ooh.
No, just first bounce.
Obviously, to do something Queensland cricket related, I'd say. So.
Yeah. He has a phone that rings all the time on the weekends.
Yeah, I'm sure he's taken the terrible wind with him that was blowing the wrong way, so that's good. Maggie Murphy here to Sipple, and they're liking that shot back along the
I
ground.
think Megan will come back for 2 here.
Yeah, they're still putting things in the region of Laura Harris, so they're onto it. They're onto it that she's not moving quickly.
And it would be best to tire her out as much as you can before she bats. So there's no disrespect shown by us. It's just she worked night. She had big innings yesterday, so she's just probably feeling the effects.
Yep. I only called 2 games yesterday, and I went to sleep early last night. So
yeah. We got the off spinner, young Shani Bloxham, coming on from the Crosby Road end. So good faith shown by the captain.
Turned her around. The wind is picked up and will be blowing in her face as she bowls. So maybe that's something. Give it a bit of air. See what happens there.
So we've got 2 for 121 off 17 overs.
Taken Sheba High off, so somebody else is back on. She's played on there.
Yeah, moved to the offside, tried to find the gap on the leg side and just skidded through. So
she didn't hit that. There's so that's the end of Megan Dixon. Here we can see exposing her stumps and bang.
probably under instruction to really start pushing it on, and the field was well set. They had everyone back on the drive, got a shorter ball, thought move it away behind square, and there's an easy 4, and we've got Holly Furling
watch
making
that
her way
again. As Michael Wright predicted that, so you can see they're skittled. So we were talking yesterday, there were a lot of the methodology was exposing your stumps, and you and John were saying just bowl straight. And if they miss it, you'll get a wicket. So that's an example of that.
Yes, my talk to Ashley yesterday afternoon was make sure you bowl straight when you're bowling to the tomorrow.
Yes.
So if they miss, they're out.
Yep.
Don't worry, they'll be reverse sweeping you. They'll be trying to hit you over the top, but just keep it straight.
Yep. All right. So Holly Furling, who. If you haven't kept up with Holly's batting improvement, has improved over the last couple of seasons. Turned herself into a bowling all-rounder, I guess, or making the effort. Which is what you need to do in the world of T20 to be all-round useful.
Yep. Holly should be looking to just knock the first couple around for singles.
Blocks them here now.
Give Courtney the much strike. But again, good captaincy. They've brought that cover field in a little bit closer, trying to really squeeze the single. The mid-wicket is inside the circle, is inside a fair few metres too.
Yep. Blocks them to Furling.
It's not where you want to pitch it.
Furling gets a hold of that one and gets off the mark.
Great running there by Courtney, coming back for 2.
To the danger end. She knew she'd be right. So Furling, of course, took a shot yesterday and took a swipe at a ball yesterday and did something to her shoulder. Absolutely poleaxed her. She was on the ground crying, and then she bowled like a demon. So figure that out. That was a rocket throw.
Good call by Holly sending Courtney back there. I think she would have been in all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, so Holly Furling, you can't keep her off the pitch if she's not dead, I'd argue. So don't know what sort of shape she's in, but she's playing. There's Bloxham again to Sipple.
Oh, almost took out Holly.
Yeah.
Oh,
and they're doing a lot of straight hitting at the moment. All fairly straight.
Yep, straight over the umpire's head is a good place. There's never a field and straight behind there. And they're trying to run hard. They're trying to turn everything into twos at present.
Furling now faces Bloxham, and that's a bit of a baseball shot. Murphy elects not to break a neck trying to chase that, and
that would have been close. That would have been close.
Yeah, that's a good take from Bloxham there, a bit wide, and did her best.
So it'd be 103 for 128 off 18 overs with 2 off the last ball.
So the run rate up over 7 now. Sipple 19 off 24, as you can see. Furling doing quite nicely at the beginning of her innings. Bloxham there's bowled out for 2 for 26, I'd suggest. So she's done her lot.
And you're going to see Jonathan bowl the penultimate over.
Yeah, so that's pretty good, 2 for 26.
Yeah.
With West in this kind of mood. So 3 down for West, as you can see there. 126. So how are you feeling about, I guess it's not going to be 130, is it? Because we've got
2 overs. No.
2 overs left.
Mid 130s is gone. So yeah, be over that. Between 140 150, unless they go get a few more away. Like that. Is that
and
enough?
she's out.
Caught? Good catch running backwards by Chloe Murphy.
That's right. There's been some great fielding here this morning. Very safe hands in the catching situation. So it's now 4 for 128. Sipple gone. So Furling will be joined by, what's your guess?
Annie Wickman.
Annie Wickman had a pretty good day yesterday.
Yep. And she's one of the batsmen I forgot. She can go quite large. Annie, she's a free striker of the ball. Former Queensland under-18 captain. So, she's been in the runs this year. Had a few good innings.
Jodie Fields started too, I think, today. So Annie Wickman, I'm just looking up on... are you looking up? Yes. We don't both need to be on our phones then. No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to see.
Big thanks to my cricket. It's so much easier with you guys around. When we started doing this, it was before your time, and there was a lot of running back and forth into the scorers' room, and this is much easier for us and definitely easier for the scorers because they don't have to put up with us at all. We just wave through the window at them.
Yeah, I was just trying to see who might be bowling the last over, and it'd probably be Anderson. She's got 1 over left. Maggie Murphy's also got
Georgia
one.
Kerr's just come back on, but I don't think it'll be her. So
Jess Johnson coming in from the Albion Park end.
So last over.
Bowling to Holly. Nice shot. Good fielding. Good throw. Good cricket all round.
Yep. So Jonathan has been pretty miserly there, you can see. She's only gone for 11 off 3, so it's, she's had her pockets sewn up.
Yeah. Jonathan coming into Wickman for her first ball.
Yeah, they haven't changed. That's actually Wickman who's batting. They haven't changed that on the scoring sheet yet.
Yep, nice single. Doing the right thing. And her first few balls, she should just be knocking them around, giving Holly the strike. Holly's faced a few more balls. She's faced 4.
Yep.
Got 5 off 4 balls. So, and facing up now.
So you can see there, Furling.
Another good single. Yep. Really tight bowling here by JJ. Learned her cricket in Rockhampton, Central Queensland product.
I was trying to remember that yesterday. Somebody asked me if it was Mackay, and I knew that wasn't right. Although lots of people do come from Mackay.
And Annie loves the reverse sweep, but unfortunately that was a bit too straight.
Jonathan strikes. She's been a fantastic economy today, but now she's taken a wicket, so that's Wickman gone. And who are we looking at now? Do you reckon? Can you see? They're not there yet.
Sam Dixon coming in, number 36.
Oh, that makes some sense.
I was guessing it may have been her. So, Townsville girl.
Yeah. She's the sister of Megan Dixon, who made a pretty good stand earlier. Got 38 off 25, her sister, so be family bragging rights going on here. See what she can do. It's
Haven't seen Sam bat too much, but looks like she's got good levers, so if the ball's in the right place, she'll be able to hit it. But with Jess Jonathan bowling, I think it just should be the rest of this over, just be knocking around a couple of singles, and I don't think you'll get a bad ball.
I don't think either of these batsmen would argue that they're primarily bowlers, but they can shake it as well when they have to. So we'll see how Sam Dixon goes.
Oh, nice. This could be a 2 there if she gets committed. No, good fielding.
She isn't resident in Brisbane. I interviewed Megan Dixon for the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and she was telling me Sam's going to move down next year, maybe. So she's not a resident here yet. She's just been coming down to play a bit of cricket. So it's a pretty good weekend down in the city for her.
So who's going to bowl the last over?
It'll be from this end, Anderson.
Looks like Anderson, yep.
Yeah, she deserves that.
Yes,
I think.
bowled really well the last 2 days, and all season with the T20s. She's had been nice and straight. Good
So
lines.
maybe your mid-30s score isn't looking too terrible.
Yeah, I would like it to be more being a West supporter, but
Sure.
yeah, you call what you see in front of you,
and they have to bat too. West UQ have to bat too, and West are a fielding unit that is just terrifying. So
that could be.
Got one?
Might have to run 3 here.
No.
Oh, great effort, but 4 runs.
Yeah. Couldn't quite get that, Ralph.
Yep.
So.
Good hands to flick that behind the person at 45. So,
Yep.
be keen to try to get Holly on strike. I think Holly's been in a little bit longer, and will go large. Can go large. Seen her hit 6s before, in the grand final at North a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So 136 now. See what they can do during this over.
Good work there by Joey Maven, keeping them honest. Holly coming down, probably saying, "Come on, we need to get a single, bat on ball."
Yeah, of course, as I was saying, Samantha Dixon hasn't played a heap of games in first grade down here, so...
Anderson coming in, bowling to Dixon. Outside out, that really good line and length again.
Yeah, just incredible, isn't she? She's had quite a weekend. Anderson. As reliable as clockwork. I'm a fan.
Yeah, you might see a bit of a straight bat and a drop and run here.
Yep.
Talking, but only 3 balls to go.
Yeah, Furling needs to get on strike, so...
Why not? Chipped it. Good bat on ball. Single.
Yeah. Single down to Jonathan. Done quite a bit of work. Jess Jonathan, she's just took a wicket. She's done 2 or 3 catches. And been solid fielder and yet to contribute, I'd argue, with the bat quite a bit, I think. If Laura Harris isn't quite up to par today.
Oh, very rare wide from Anderson. Now see just moving Chloe Murphy right back on the boundary, so she's expecting her to try to go large, and Jess has actually come back a little bit herself there too.
Yeah, I think that doesn't take rocket science, does it, to know that Furling's going to be looking for the pickets. So Anderson also knows that, and here she goes.
But that's going to fall. No.
Oh,
unlucky.
Yeah.
Made good ground. Just wasn't quite stable enough at the end. Had to half dive.
Yeah, she was still on the move, wasn't she? She was still trying to get there when it was hitting the ground. So
and they scampered through for a quick 2.
on her knees, skidding as that went through her hands.
So 5 for 138.
Last ball.
Ooh, unlucky. And they're going to try for
Yep,
2 here.
and they're going to
right
get 'em
outside.
too.
Ooh, no, don't go for a
Yeah.
third.
Well, they could have. What's the shame in it? So that's it for Wests.
Just waiting for the scorers for the system to update. I think it's either 142.
Yeah, 5 for 142. That was that well taken 2 right at the end there. Furling and Sam Dixon doing their best to get that score elevated, but Jonathan and Anderson for UQ there at the end, denying them any kind of big hitting. 11 from 8, Holly Furling, and 6 from 5, Samantha Dixon.
143. That's a good total to chase.
Yep.
You got to be on it. It's never big enough if the batsmen start going at you. But West have a good bowling lineup and should be a good chase.
Yep. So chasing. I've forgotten now.
143.
I've got no retention today. Yeah. So chasing 143 to win UQ, and of course they successfully chased 169 yesterday. My name's Carol Weichel. His name's Mick Sims, and we're going to be back to call his daughter bowling at this UQ side after this break. Welcome back to Allan Border Field as West run on to defend their total of 142. Well done by the University of Queensland to restrict them to that score. That was pretty good. My name's Carol Weichel, and with me is Mick Sims. How you reckon it's going to go, Mick?
I think it'll be a very interesting game. Good score by West. Uni set 143. I think they've got the batting lineup to do it, but West also have the bowling lineup to take wickets and to conserve runs. So be a good game.
For West, as you can see, Megan Dixon 38 off 25, Josephine Dooley 33 off 30, Sipple 19 off 25, and Kirby Short 17 off 25. Short and Dooley got off to a pretty good start, and then things started falling. Nicely finished off by Sam Dixon and Holly Furling. If you're just tuning in also, Grace Harris not playing today for Wests, so her bowling won't be there. Laura Harris had an absolute belter yesterday to get them into this final, 104 or 42, is that right? Something like that. So we're looking forward to seeing what she's going to do today, but they tell me that she's in between then and now. She's worked a shift at the hospital, so she hasn't been moving very freely in the field. Wests were cruelly hitting the ball towards her, trying to make her bend down, so we'll see what happens. But we are poised here for, as I said, West defending 142, UQ seeking 143. Out there, as you can see, the skipper, Kate Beaumont, and Laura Harris currently doing calisthenics, trying to get her back moving. So Holly Furling, who has been bowling rockets in her warm-up, is waiting. Hold up here. Don't know why. Kirby Short's asking why. He's checking the field. So, conference time between Furling and Short. Furling decides who she wants to go out and where.
Oh, they might have had 12 on the field.
Oh, okay, yep.
That'd make it hard to score runs.
Yep. Whoopsie. So, everybody's maths crook this morning. Holly Furling always looking for a wicket. And a bit of extra sting, looking for her place in the Queensland side. So,
yeah, Holly did extra bowling before the start of the game. Well, we watched where she was out there still toiling away once all the others had finished. So she looks like she's really up for a good bowling performance here. And by the look of that first ball, was right on the money. Yep,
Short having a conversation with her again on the way back to her mark. So wants her head missile to be on target. Furling to Beaumont.
Yeah, Beaumont's opened up well through the T20 series this year. Nice levers, will hit the ball hard, will knock the ball around. Pretty experienced cricketer. And captaining the side today.
Yep. Had a good, played a great supporting role for Harris yesterday until she got out, but gave them a great start. Furling again to Beaumont.
That's a nice shot.
She's got that one through the cordon.
Just a little bit full there, outside off stump, and hit through the covers.
It's a four. It's important she doesn't make Harris feel like she's got to hit all the big balls. So sometimes you hear what you say later and think, why did I say that? But anyway, I've distracted myself there. But yeah, Beaumont needing to make her presence felt here. Take the pressure off Harris. Furling has other ideas, of course.
Yep. Back on that short of a length, forcing the batsman back.
Yeah.
And the field's set up for slightly short of a length bowling. I've got the third man back and sort of a leg back on the boundary. Of the two people back on the boundary.
Short putting herself right in the eye line of Kate Beaumont here. Moving a little bit away now, but not far.
That's a nice easy single down to third man.
Yep.
Good return in from...
Ash Sims. Sorry, I should have said that for you, shouldn't I? Mick is Ash's father. We'll disclose that right now. So things might get a bit nervous up here as time moves on. You nervous, Father, Mick?
No.
Good.
Watched enough cricket now. I don't get nervous or anything. You feel for people after the game.
Sure. I felt for Sandgate yesterday. I didn't think. I don't think they thought they could be run down there, but for a little bit. But Laura Harris had other ideas, and now, of course, she's on strike after that single. Lots of thinking going on here in West uniforms.
Yep, there's the two out on the leg side, on the outside the circle, and a heap of players in the circle on the offside.
Yep.
So
Furling bowling to first ball to Laura Harris.
And gone straight.
Just a single. Feel like I'm going to be saying that a lot this morning.
I can't see Holly pitching the ball up to Laura too much at all, really.
Yeah. So, pretty happy to survive that first over from Furling, both of them, by the looks. And she's bowling well, Holly Furling, if you haven't seen a bowl recently. Doing some fine work down in Melbourne for the Stars, Melbourne Stars, during the WBBL season.
Going to be Megan Dixon coming in from the Crosby Road end. So we're going with our nice... Wests are going with their experienced opening bowling combination here.
Yep. Megan Dixon had top scored with the bat already, so she'll be feeling pretty good about herself. See if she can get some wickets. She did some pretty good work yesterday. Got 2 for 23.
Yeah, Megan was a player of the 50 over final last year in the Katherine Raymont Shield, as adjudicated by Drew Coleman. That's a nice hit.
4 runs there to Laura Harris. So we're looking to go on as we started yesterday, I guess. As we've already touched on, probably not looking to run very much today. So
Realised there was 2 out on the leg side in front of the wicket, so went behind square leg and good hands, flicked it around. Not too bad a ball, might have been slightly leg stump, but yeah, I think you got about a little bit back of the length to Harris.
Dixon into Harris.
That's
She
another
gets
nice
that
shot.
one, and beautiful shot, safe as houses. 4.
Just seems like yesterday continued. I
Yeah,
think.
that's right. It was absolute privilege to watch her knock yesterday, and looking forward to today. I'm sure West supporters won't be thinking that, but beautiful to watch. Her sister Grace, they tell me, Mick tells me, sitting in the stands, watching on. Dixon into Harris, and again, square of the wicket and another 4. So get on with it or get out seems to be her motto today.
Yep. Again, strong hands working that behind square.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to move the field around a little bit to counter that. Kirby's coming in. They're having a discussion, but he's probably saying, I still want somebody straight.
Yep, always involved. Kirby Short. Lots of input.
Because you do want the player hitting across the ball. And if they miss, they're out.
Yeah, Holly Furling goes a bit squarer. And Dixon now in again to Harris. And she hits it straight
Good
to
fielding.
Furling. Well, not straight to. She had a bit of work to do there, but that's why she was moved there. Did a job. They're a bolted down unit, this fielding unit from West. Very good. Very disciplined. Dixon in again. See what Harris can do here. And gee.
Yes, Sam Dixon,
Yeah,
that ball's coming at a rate of knots.
Yeah, she's going to have nightmares about that one.
Yes.
So I guess if you're going to drop anybody, drop it off your sister, because she's still got to talk to you. But yeah, Megan Dixon, you can see her hands on her head in despair there. So in again, and in the air.
And Ashley Sims takes the catch.
Ash Sims takes the catch, and a breath of relief from her father here beside me. And the dangerous Laura Harris is off. She made 13 off 6. Beaumont reflecting what's to come here.
And I wasn't trying to sound surprised either.
No.
Yes, yeah, no, that's a bit of a blow.
Nice
but
catch there from Sims moving back, and that went high. We saw a couple of catches go down in the games yesterday when they went high, and the players had far too long to think about it. So that brings Jess Jonathan in.
Yes, and the way Jess bowled today, I reckon she'll be up for a big innings too. She's been here before. She's won a T20 Final and I think she might have even taken 5 wickets in the game that they won way back.
Dug him out of a couple of holes in the WBBL this season as well. So really looking forward to seeing how she goes here. And again, short and furling, big conference time here.
Yes, I noticed Sam Dixon was up there to pat Ashley on the shoulder straight away.
Yeah, thank you.
And everybody was very happy with that wicket. But
she's back on the family Christmas card list. So.
But there's 10 wickets you got to take.
That's right, and that's only one of them, and they've got quite the line up here, UQ. So it's probably not as big as a score as West wanted to defend. So.
And as we saw yesterday with Sandgate, they lost Beth Mooney and Gemma early, but they still posted a good score. So, the whole team bats in Premier First Grade.
Just a bit slow to refresh there. They're, of course, 1 for 18. And this is Holly Furling.
That's a nice shot.
Bowling
Straight
to
off the
Jess
mark,
Jonathan.
first ball.
Yeah, and she's got that one away. So, same was done to Jonathan yesterday. So, she's probably happy to return the favour. You can see there that... Holly Furling and Megan Dixon with 1 wicket for 12 off 1 over. So she took a bit of stick from Laura Harris, but she got her in the end after Harris was dropped by her sister. Next ball caught by Ash Sims. So well done, Megan Dixon. In comes Furling again to Jonathan. Jonathan tries to do the same again, and yoik.
Bit of heat on that ball. Good length. Batsman couldn't come forward, couldn't go back. Probably stuck on the crease a little bit. Yep, stuck on the crease and only just come in. That's only the second ball she's faced, so that's good bowling there by Holly.
Yep, Furling just used to get a bit seduced by her own speed there, but much more in control now as an older player.
Just a little bit full and found the gap, and that's an easy 4. Nice front foot shot there.
Yep. Lovely batting here so far from Jess Jonathan, and she needs to get some boundaries. But both these players can do both, so looking forward to this little partnership here. See if they can grow it into something substantial.
Brings a little bit of a field adjustment. They're bringing the
Cole's moving in here.
Fine leg back and dropping Megan back onto the boundary at cover. So it should be an off stump line. There's some talk going on here.
Lots of things have happened, but we're still only in the 3rd over. And Short and Furling are just trying to work out what to do about Jess Jonathan. They're just swapping over their inner and outer defenders here.
Yep, just bringing that cover boundary rider around a bit squarer.
Yep, moving the infielder over.
Playing a miss.
Made a think anyway.
The reason for those field changes, yes, Jess has just hit a couple of balls out there, but want her to play sort of across the line a bit, open the face of the bat, hit it towards, say, where the flag's flapping in the breeze there.
Yep.
Holly's bowling with a good breeze behind her too. I wondered why she changed ends. The breeze is coming down from the Albion Park end. Holly coming in, bowling to Jonathan. And fielded at backward point. You can see that flag really well today, Carol.
Yes, we couldn't work out if it was the Australian flag or the Queensland flag yesterday because it was just lying down against the post most of the day, but quite clearly the Australian flag today.
My usual kiss of death, it just suddenly went limp then.
Yeah, but now it's quite gusty out there.
Oh, good save there by Tammy Cole with the coming inside the circle there. She missed that. That was 4.
Fantastic to watch in the field, Cole. And that's the end of Furling's second over. So 14 off those 15, I think, off those 2 overs.
Yeah, 15. Yeah.
1 for 27 after 3. And another Brains Trust conference here as Dooley and Short decide what's going on. She's got the skid lid. And bit of a chat there, Furling and Dooley talking about how it's coming on, probably. Yeah,
the bowlers lots of times go and they ask the wicket keeper, what do they think? How's the ball coming through? Is it holding up? So, and Josie will be giving good advice to Holly.
Yeah, I imagine. So standing quite close to the stumps for Dixon.
Yep, Josie's come right up to the stumps.
Megan Dixon to bowl to Jess Jonathan. First look.
That's a nice hit. Yep, well fielded.
Yep.
By Lily Avenzio.
Dixon has dispatched, in case you missed it, that 1. Next to her 1 for 12 is Laura Harris. So she was extremely dangerous yesterday, but gone for a bit cheaper today. Dropped, but then caught next ball.
That's a nice shot over the top.
Yeah, Jess Jonathan goes for it and gets a 4 for her troubles.
The bowlers just have to be really spot on with their line and length. That was at the stumps, just a little bit full, and with only the 2 fields from back, just hit through the ball. Nice shot.
Yeah, this wind is really whipping around here. The flag is everywhere. It's must be interesting trying to put the ball on a dime in this weather. But Megan Dixon in to Jess Jonathan. Jonathan
fielded.
Yep.
Oh, bit of a ring of the hand
there.
there.
That was jarring, obviously, for Jess Jonathan.
I did notice that she got one of her wrists taped up this morning by the physio, so early before the start of the game, so it might be just a bit of a bruising there.
Got hit yesterday, maybe. Dixon to Jonathan again.
That's a nice shot. Single. Yeah. Fielded by Courtney Sipple. He'll just throw it in, bounce throw. Yeah, straight over the top.
Sorry, go ahead.
The standard of fielding and throwing over the last 2 days has been really good. The bounce throws, they're all ending up around just nice and easy for the wicketkeeper to take. There's been some really good fielding in these first grade games.
Yep. Some catching problems, valleys yesterday morning, but other than that,
Caitlin Bowman's been a bit robbed of the strike just lately, so she just probably wants to get bat on ball and then keep going around her business, I'd say.
Yep. So she's probably relieved to see that Jonathan's got her eye in, so Dixon again, this time to Beaumont. Probably relieved that she doesn't have to, that she can play her supporting role again. She did so well yesterday.
Yep, so 1 for 32 off 4 overs. Beaumont's 5 off 7 balls and Jonathan 14 off 10. So yeah, Jess has had 10 balls faced while since she's been in, so she's faced the majority of the strikes since she's come to the wicket.
Yeah, so that's 8 and over.
Yeah, with that initial hitting by Harris,
Yep.
they got off to a good start, and we've got a bit of a change at the Albion Park end with Courtney Sipple coming on to bowl.
Remember that West at the beginning of their innings took a long time to get more than a run a ball. So more discussion.
Kirby's very specific to her bowlers. She
Yep.
gives them a tactical plan about this is, or where are you going to bowl, and this is where I think you should bowl, and then it's about executing that plan. And the field is always set very well.
So Sipple in. Already had a pretty good day with the bat. Jonathan gets that one
Megan.
through the gap there.
Nice easy single. Good fielding by Megan. Got around quickly, and and 2 people backing up.
We've seen Comedy of Errors already with the backing up, so very good. Pretty sharp in the field though, Wests. Even in a contest of sharp fielding, they're very good indeed.
Dropping the third man back for Caitlin Beaumont. Bringing the deep mid-wicket in and dropping the fine leg back. So seems it might be back of the length bowling here with the fine leg and third man both back on the boundary.
We're still in the restricted in the 5th over here, so only 2 out. Beaumont.
Yep, back of the length. Having a shot. Oh, good backing up.
Yep.
Good running lot. That was Lauren Hume in there who got a run out yesterday and
She
took
had
several catches.
Yeah, she had a belter yesterday. So, shout out to anybody watching from Nanango, where she's from, I'm told. So,
Sipple coming into Jonathan now. Pitched outside leg.
Beaumont keen to have a go there, but Jonathan no. So, Sipple in a hurry, running back to getting back to a mark at a fair clip there.
Looks like the bowling's going to be a little bit fuller. They've got the cover out on the boundary and the third man back. Oh, thank you, Courtney. Nice ball, well dug out by JJ.
Yep. Bowling to plan. Jonathan, of course, a lefty, as you can see. Sipple. Lovely run up she's got there.
It's a well played little punch off the back foot. Put it wide of the fielder, and it was always an easy single. The running between wickets, there's been a couple of run-outs, but generally the running between wickets, they've been calling well and just going with the calls.
Yep.
So, been good.
Yep. The other teams that have played yesterday had some trouble with run-outs, but not so much these two. Sipple in again.
Nice little leg
Nice.
cut. Need to get down to it. Yep. Well fielded by Ashley Sims.
So, just going along safely here since the dismissal of Harris.
Looks like there's going to be a change of bowling at the Crosby Park end, and it looks like Sam Dixon coming on to bowl to take over from Megan. Very slightly taller than Megan,
Yeah.
but good medium pacer, hits the deck well from what I've seen of her. Bowls a good line and length.
As we were saying, still resident in Townsville. So, hasn't played all season, but some of it. Dropped that catch off Laura Harris, but remedied at the next ball off her sister, caught by Ash Sims. So, see what she can do with the ball in her hand now. She'll be bowling to Beaumont, who's well settled. Only faced 9 balls, but hit 7 off them.
I've just got the 2 sweepers out, mid-wicket and cover. Nice full length out off stump. Straight to Kirby short. Definitely no run there to Kirby inside the field.
That's right. You can write that down in your analysis.
Yes, they don't do that at WBBL either.
Yep. Everybody knows.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Almost a Yorker there. Well dug out by Caitlin Beaumont.
Yep. She's check this one out. Right up in there.
Yeah, good bit of bowling.
Hit that onto a pads, I think.
Nice and full again. Megan coming around, cut off the single.
It's the Dixon show here. They got her own ball last time, and our sisters picked that one up. So let the other kids play here. The Dixons.
Cloud cover's starting to come in a bit, but it doesn't look like rain at all, so all good. Slower ball. Is there going to be another catch? Dooley takes a nice catch.
Dooley making sure she had lots of room to take that one, and Beaumont not happy with herself as hold out there.
Yep. Slightly off-pace ball. Looked like a bit of a slower ball there in the live. We'll see if that's what it... See how accurate I am? Yep.
Little bit more air on that one.
Tyson the batsman to go for it. A little bit cross bat and off the top edge, and nice catch there by Josie. Never easy looking up with the helmet.
Yep, and they've been looking for that all morning, as you've been talking about. So it's Kerr coming in now, Georgia Kerr. What sort of batting can we expect from her, Meg?
Georgia's one of the top order bats regularly for University. I haven't seen a lot of her, I've got to say. I think University be trying to base most of their innings around JJ, but for JJ to get them home here, they need a lot of support from the other batsmen, knocking around, hanging around, giving her the strike, putting the loose ball away, just the usual sort of cricketing smarts. But strong girl, good levers by the look of her, and hits the ball well.
As you say, Jonathan here needs to bat through this, you'd think, to get the win for the University. Lets that one go, and it's called wide.
They've probably got a few more batsmen that can do it, but you'd be very confident as a coach if JJ stays out there till the end.
Yeah. Sam Dixon probably a little bit excited there by her first grade finals wicket.
Good fielding by Megan.
Dismissed the UQ captain, who is a great anchor, so they'll miss her presence out there. But Jonathan now looking to go on with it. Sam Dixon to Jess Jonathan. She gets hold of that one, and
nice hit.
4 over the rope and bounces off the picket. So sorry, go ahead.
Which is what they do. They look for first ball and last ball of an over if they can score. Yep, slightly outside off stump, nice and full, just hit it through mid on. So yeah, very nice shot. Held a shape nicely, just hit through the ball, didn't go for a slog. Not too bad a ball, you wouldn't, and that's the end of the power play.
So just got a message from one of my nieces. Of course, big sporting time here in Brisbane. We've got the cricket final here, and across town the tennis is on. So Ash Barty's playing over there. Probably keeping an eye on, this is her side, Wests, so probably interested in the outcome here, I'd imagine.
Yeah, the UQ would be 2 for 41 at the end of the 6 overs. Yep.
Yeah.
Jonathan 20 off 16, so going along at a very nice clip. That's a good line there by Courtney Sipple, just outside off stump. Had the batsman feeling for it.
She's having a pretty good morning here.
Yeah, it always helps when you're a bowler and you make runs before you come out to bowl. So yeah, you make a few runs with the bat, you already contributed, makes you feel a bit better. little bit wide, that one. Yep, wide by the umpire.
Sam Dixon, I think 1 for 9 maybe there off that first over, so that's not too bad at all.
When you're bowling to Australian players, you almost feel honoured. Well, I would feel honoured if I got hit for 4.
See what Kerr can do with that one.
Nice pace there by Courtney. She's getting the ball through nice and quick. Coming downwind, same as Holly. Poor 2 Dixon girls having to bowl into a nice strong breeze here today.
They can take it. Built for work. Courtney Sipple again into Georgia Kerr here for UQ.
Nice front foot shot. Kirby making sure that they weren't thinking about a single, getting across to...
Yep. No intention of bending down for that one, but putting the frighteners on them anyway.
Yeah, nice hard there on the wicket square. You don't want to dive on there unless you really have to.
Courtney Sipple. Again to Kerr, reaching for that one.
Well, might have been a wide if she hadn't have chased it, but was trying to hit it for 4. Thought it was the loose ball, and it was.
Didn't get hold of it though, so no damage done.
Yeah,
nice work to pin down the new batter here.
Yep. That last one would have been a wide. It was outside the blue line. Oh, edge. Well, I don't know. Will she dive? Nope. Nope. 4 runs. Nice edge through second slip. As I talked about yesterday, my favourite shot, edge through second slip, is a great 4 runs.
Nice way to get off the mark with a 4. Georgia Kerr on her way. And Jess Jonathan gives her a pat on the back.
Yep. Jess realises the importance of the batsman rotating the strike end. If they score some 4s, that's just less 4s that she has to hit. So, yeah, be looking at batting as a team, partnership.
Sipple.
Oh, that's a great
Kerr,
ball.
and she's got her.
That's
My goodness me.
That's a nice Yorker. That's a Yorker on leg stump. You've just been hit for 4, and you come back with a ball like that.
Yep. She wasn't settled yet, Kerr, and Sipple right up there, and bang. So the end of Georgia Kerr in a classic fashion there from Courtney Sipple.
Yep.
And it's a slow walk back to the pavilion for Georgia Kerr.
Now we have Maggie Murphy coming in there. The Thallon girl, one of the 2 Thallon girls.
Yep.
Quite a handy bat, Maggie. She's made some good runs for Wests in the past, and has made some good runs for University.
Good decision maker, I'd wager. So good to have these 2 out there.
Yeah, that was a nice ball from side on. You can see the hit landing pretty much around the crease line there.
That was almost no shame in that one, hey?
No.
There's just an absolute corker.
And what this will bring about is as they lose some wickets here, that puts the pressure on to Jess to how hard does she go. She'd like to sort of not meander, but take it steady and build and go along. But as they lose wickets, which is what Kirby's trying to do, that mounts a little bit extra pressure. So you probably see some strategic field placements where they will try to block her 4s wherever they can and actually give her singles, and then keep the other batsman on strike. That I know that's not Einstein, but that's pretty simple, and that's good cricket. And straight away, there's 4 people back to Jess now. So, and you probably see Sam pitching the ball up, nothing short, because there's 4s behind square. There's 4s on both sides.
She's having a look here, Jonathan, at what's all the goings on, and made a decision, I think, already. Sam Dixon, see what she can deliver here.
Yep, she went bang,
4. In the gap, so that's an international player right there, Jess Jonathan.
Picked the short boundary and said, I'll just slap it through there. Not a bad ball by Sam Dixon. It was probably just on leg stump, just a bit short of a length. But had to hit across the ball.
And again, Dixon, just a bit full there. Johnson gets that one again, but stopped by Cole. Doesn't make it to the boundary, just a single.
Might even see JJ hit the ball to those boundary riders and call two even and try to run hard, put the pressure on the boundary rider to actually, and they might make a mistake. So
take a bit of heat off it, you think, and so it takes longer getting out there.
I'd almost certainly think that you'll see Kirby bring a lot of the fielders in and try to keep the new batsman on strike. No disrespect to Maggie, but that's normal tactics. Yeah, there's just the two out now.
Yep. Dixon in now to Murphy.
Yep.
It's Maggie Murphy, in case you're keeping count of Murphys.
Yep. Bowling to a 5-4 field.
And again, Sam Dixon again to Murphy.
That's a nice shot. Well fielded by the bowler. Another indoor cricket player. Gets down very quickly, stops it from going onto the nets type thing.
Yep, she's done well off her own bowling, isn't she? Her sister's probably not going to let her forget that fault, but we'll forgive it her. Sam Dixon in again to Maggie Murphy, and
that was an attempted slower ball that didn't quite come out, but got away with it. No harm done.
Yep.
There's a dot. And getting towards the end of the over, they're saying, okay, we'll go back. We'll give you a single and we'll stop the 4.
Yep. So 1 for 10 at the moment, Dixon's figures. So. And again, straight back to the bowler. So 1 for 10 remain. Sam Dixon's figures, and that's her second over, so that's very good bowling indeed here in this high stakes final.
Yep, just the 5, and the first ball went for 4, so the next 5 balls went for 1 run, so really good bowling there by Sam.
Run rate, as you can see, up above 7.5, so...
Looks like we might see the introduction of spin with the wind too, so make the batsman hitting into the wind.
You can see the wind there on their shirts flapping around, so quite tricky to know where it's actually coming from by the look at that flag there, kind of straight across the ground most of the time.
It just went reverse the other direction.
Yeah, I know. It's just mad.
Yes.
So.
Big discussions on how they're going to set the field. I'd think they would have 4 back with Jess on strike and say, okay. And they'll probably be trying to make a hit across the line, protect the straight boundary. The drive, I'm expecting the 2 drives to go back, but at present they're still inside the circle while they discuss things.
I know you told us who this was, but I've forgotten already, the new bowler.
Oh, that's that unknown Ashley Sims.
Of course. I do beg your pardon.
All good. Might be. So they've got cover point, deep cover, mid on. They've kept the mid off up and mid wicket back. So, and Kirby's going back on the ring. Lauren's coming in there. So coming around the stumps, trying to pitch the ball on off stump, spinning it away.
Okay, Ash Sims to Jess Jonathan and hit square.
On stump on the full, and Courtney Sipple there to save the day.
Some very fast outfield running there from Courtney Sipple. Well done.
Kirby's very good. She makes sure she has their outfielders are good outfielders in danger, especially when you've got just JJ on strike. You know the ball's going to be coming hard.
Dooley and Jonathan having a bit of byplay there, I think, about something. Sims in again to Jonathan, and missed that one.
Yeah, in last week's game, Ash bowled to Jess for 2 overs there, her and Harris, so she's had some experience last week bowling to her, so she knows how dangerous she is. Oh. And that's a nice shot. Nice shot just over the infield, over the top of Tammy's head. And 4 runs slightly down leg side, the ball.
Yeah, even Sipple's not fast enough for that one.
Yeah, Kirby coming in saying, need you to bowl outside off stump. I think would be the conversation. But a really nice shot.
That wind, if it's going to gust, is that strong enough to push it into the batter?
Not really. I think it's more about them hitting straight into the wind is the thing. But looks like she's coming back over the stumps now, trying to get it outside off stump rather than drag it down the leg side.
Oh, okay.
No runs with Kirby there.
No. Well, she has to stop it now because she told them what to do. Oh dear. So it's a lot of thinking going on here in the West's camp as Sims comes in again to Jonathan.
That's a nice shot.
She's lifted that and Sipple decides not to.
Yeah, it's always just landing short of Courtney there.
Yeah.
So as much as you dive as far as you had to catch JJ out, it was never going to be on.
Yeah, it'd have to be Superman there. If she'd run at that and missed it, it would have been 4. So good decision.
So it's a one ball left in this over.
Kirby short in the outfield. There's a turn up.
Yep. Oh, just one ball, so she's not disengaging too much.
Yep.
We'll be just trying to
3
get
on the fence there.
a dot or a single here would be a good outcome. Fielding off Raymont.
Dot.
None for 7 off first over, so that's all good.
That's not too bad at all. So keeping them quiet here, Wests.
Wouldn't mind betting that Megan Dixon might come back on the other end soon. With the hindsight of seeing her walking up towards the umpire. So yeah, they generally Megan generally bowls a couple in the first, and then if they want to slow the run rate, they bring Megan on and try to get another over out of her. She might bowl 1 and then leave 1 for later on. She's usually the finish bowler.
87 from 67 balls. Johnson 32 from 23. And Murphy yet to score.
80, yeah, so run a ball needed.
Sam Dixon having a pretty good morning. Busy off her own bowling. Megan Dixon.
It's all right.
They're sisters. That's my excuse. Megan Dixon in.
It's a nice hit, is it in the play? That's 6 on the hill.
That's a big one from Jess Jonathan. She took the short way, and
she's hit 2 balls straight at that spot already, so she's definitely targeting that the shorter boundary there.
Yep, and there it goes.
Even though the
Ta-da.
field is not, no, they're putting now. Kirby's responding by okay. I'm going to bring the cover in, and I'm sticking another person out there, myself.
So Tammy Cole couldn't stop that one, so...
Oh, now, easy single there, but JJ says, no, I'm not going to play that game, Kirby. I'm going to stay on strike for a little bit longer, and I might get a couple of loose balls and hit them for 4. Good. No, they know each other's play really well.
Sure.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a ball over the top of covers here, if she gets the right ball to hit.
What was that motion there the umpire made? Megan Dixon in,
no, she
and
went even
square from Jonathan.
Oh, she just worked her hands harder, went over the shorter square leg.
That's a right angle, I reckon.
Yeah.
That one.
Yep, flick through the ball.
Yep.
She knows the bowling's going to be full and pretty much at the stumps, and she just has faith in her own ability.
Yep. Kirby Short's work to pick the ball up out of the gutter. Megan Dixon again.
And you can see Kirby's made her go square. Jess is trying to play square. She has faith in her own ability and just didn't quite get that. And the outcome is if you get ball in line, you could be LBW or bowled or a top edge. So, yeah, it's a good tactical battle here.
Yep. Hit her on the hip to Dixon.
Nice fielding.
Yep. That came back smartly. She good enough to grab it.
This will be the interesting ball. They'll really want a dot here. JJ will want a single to get the strike on the next over with spin, if the spinner comes on again, or just to keep as much strike as she can.
Working hard here, Dixon. You can see that on her face. Megan Dixon.
Yep.
Jess Jonathan.
Oh, caught
and bowled.
Caught and bowled. Great caught and bowled.
Oh, my word.
That could be a game breaker. Stating the obvious.
Fantastic. Having a great season, Megan Dixon for Wests, and that's an absolute belter.
And you can see JJ was just trying to chip that on the onside, but just got a little bit straight. It might have held up off the pitch a little bit at her.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit shorter. She tried to work her hands, and Megan diving forward took a classic catch.
Wow. So West here, got to say, right now on top. We've got UQ coming in for UQ. Is Natalie Murphy.
Yeah, good bit of bowling there by Megan. Great bowling, great catch. Jonathan was the person that could win the game here.
Yep.
Still not out of it. Still lots of batting to come. It's the old Chinese proverb, as I said yesterday. It's not over till it's over.
Only in the 10th over here. 6.9 run rate. Megan Dixon, I imagine, very pleased with that over after getting a couple of whacks. So, got to risk that in T20 to get a wicket.
Natalie Murphy, a very experienced cricketer, used to play cricket a fair few years ago. As we said, was member of the university's first T20 final back in 2009-10. Stopped playing cricket and now is back in. Usually plays second grade, sharing her experience, but has come up and bowled well yesterday, and expect a bit out of her with the batting, I'm thinking.
Just a reminder, the graphics just a little bit behind here. Jonathan is gone. Caught and bowled, Megan Dixon.
You can see where the way Kirby's thinking. She's brought a Holly back on now. Got Jess Johnson out, brought Holly on. She's probably trying to really tie up the run rate, so the batsmen have to be a lot more aggressive or pick up a couple of wickets just to keep the run rate down. Because it is still only a runner ball. Just over a runner ball now.
Yep.
It's very close to that Yorker that she ended up being on a hat-trick yesterday with 2 in a row from Holly.
High score for West in their innings was 38 from Megan Dixon, so that's not too far away. Jonathan's 42. So it's all still up in the air here. Furling.
Might be not. Umpire said not out. Shake of the head.
I'm just going to say Murphy, then I'll be right.
Yeah, Murphy batting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirby's changed the field. There's just the 2 people back. So again, trying to squeeze, trying to dry up the runs, make the batsman force a shot.
Yep. Tactical cricket here from West.
Oh, 3 people back. Sorry, I missed the 3rd man.
Natalie Murphy on strike here. Holly Furling seeing if she can cause a bit of havoc here amongst the middle order of the University of Queensland side.
Yeah. Once you get over that 10 overs, if you can have a couple of good overs and you're the fielding side, that run rate just balloons up very quickly if you're not careful, if you're the batting side. Good fielding there by Tammy Cole.
Yep.
Josie Dooley.
Safe as houses, Cole. Wouldn't run on her either.
And now once it's getting 1 ball to go, drop the cover back to start trying to protect the boundaries. Just say happy for a single.
Natalie Murphy awaits Holly Furling.
Yep, no
And
runs there to
again.
Chemical.
Same again.
Yep, good over there by Holly.
Well done. Being very disciplined here, Wests. Doing as they're asked. And Ash Sims coming back to... No?
No. I was going to say Julie coming on the bowl, but she's putting the helmet on. I don't know who's bowling.
That tricked me. Ran straight through. We await.
It might be Kirby bowling.
I think it is. We were asking for it earlier when we were talking before we started.
Oh no, she's called Ashley in from short third man.
Well, I was right eventually. Ash seems to bowl from the other end.
Yeah, I just didn't see anyone lining up there because I was only expecting Megan to bowl the one over because she generally bowls the death overs.
I've noticed the racetrack end has been a bit of a different... There's a different flavour of the ends today, and the racetrack ends had a bit of skidding going on, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah.
Be
Field getting all sorted out.
a good traffic director if she decides to quit teaching, Kirby Short.
Yeah, so there's 3 back on the leg side.
Sims into Murphy. Maggie.
Taking a single on Kirby. Ooh,
Gee.
direct hit. Well run. Well run.
No,
It was always tight, but it was well run.
no appeal there from Dooley, I don't think, at all. We'll watch this one. Short.
Yeah, well in.
Yep.
Direct hit might have been interesting.
Dooley asked. So,
Oh, wicket keepers always ask.
yes.
I haven't seen a wicket keeper that doesn't ask.
Never die wondering. That's what's on all their tombstones. That's how you can tell they're wicket keepers. All right. Ash Sims prepares to...
Natalie Murphy.
yeah.
Oh, nice little leg glance there. And the crowd goes up.
Sipple swooping on that one. She is fast in the field, man.
Easy too. What nice pick up there by Megan behind the stumps. That's a well-drilled field. Josie started running down to do the ball straight away. Megan comes in from cover to take the stumps. So just switched on.
And Sipple knew she should try to help her out too. So Sims now to Nat Murphy.
Bit high, I think. Run outs on at the bowler's end. Oh, just a little bit
made
wide
it.
to throw, leg by. It's a good running.
Are these two Murphys related?
Not certain.
Okay.
Not certain.
Don't want to run out your relatives. That just makes it awkward.
Even running out namesakes.
That's right.
That's the right terminology.
Bit of Irish. All right, Sims here to Maggie Murphy.
Yeah, they just dropped the cover field back and Maggie just put it in there for a single. Because they know Maggie can go large. They've seen her in action before. So, yep, and they brought the fielder in for Natalie Murphy. Sims to bowl. A little bit full, but got away with that one. Fielded by Dixon. If we just use last names, it's easier.
That's right. we don't have to be wrong quite as often. Ash Sims.
Oh, nice shot. Nice little glide
Nice
there.
one there from Natalie Murphy. Bit of a... Got stuck in the field there. Maybe a bit damp still out there. Wouldn't think so. I think she'd be drying out pretty quick with this wind though.
So 5 runs off that over, so that's there. They need 68 off 48 balls. So it's probably 1 less of each.
Yep. We will just wait till that updates, but Yeah, the Murphys here need to settle in.
So you can see West tactic is where they're trying to draw up as many runs as they can, make it as hard as they can, make the batsmen make mistakes, and it looks like is that Courtney Sipple coming on from the Albion? Yep, Courtney Sipple coming on from the Albion Park end.
Dolly's taken off the lid, so
again, keeping Holly for the death bowling as well. I'd say overs 19 and 20 as Holly and Megan if the game goes that far.
Yep. She's an athlete, Courtney Sipple. My goodness.
Probably, I think the family also good tennis players as well.
Right.
Yes, very, very athletic looking.
Don't holiday with the Sipples. You'll be flogged at whatever you play.
That's a nice ball. Well played. Great field. Holy Cho. Oh, good jump by JC Dooley to stop any overthrows.
Yep. Little over enthusiastic. Yeah, Furling not happy with herself about that throw.
Right. Good enthusiastic fielding, and that makes the batsman think, oh, they're charging in. There's no singles. No, they take a single there. Lauren on it. Well placed there. Nice easy single there by Natalie Murphy. Just the 3 people out. Tend to be behind square, so it should be short of the length bowling, just short of a length.
Sipple into Maggie Murphy, yeah, they're worried about her going big.
Went Yorker.
Gee. They've been bowling those well today, West.
Been a really good bowling performance by both sides so to date too. University bowled really good lines and length, and West are responding with good lines and length.
Yeah, this isn't Holly Furling, of course. The graphics haven't updated yet.
Catch.
This is Sipple.
Kirby Short won't drop that.
And there we are.
And that was built about through pressure. Maggie felt she had to go over the top. Run rate's getting up, and good team bowling, good line bowling.
They're starting to run out of... they don't have Blund today. She had a little cameo yesterday, helped them out at the end, so they don't have her today either. Time to put the thinking hat cap on here. Number 10, they're sending in
George
Ralph.
George Ralph. So the English player who's over here for 12 months, studying, playing cricket. So does, from what I saw of her resume, does a bit of coaching, plays second or third division in England, so fairly experienced player. So yeah, haven't seen her bat, so have seen that she scored some runs in second grade and first grade through the year, so be interesting. There's still most teams bat right down.
Yeah, that's right. Natalie Murphy and out there now with Ralph, so lots of experience. Natalie Murphy as well, so maybe a couple of cool heads is what they need here, UQ.
Yep. Still got the 3 people back. Kirby's not letting any boundaries go, but it's got the field in tight save and single on the offside.
Sipple into Ralph. First ball. Oh, they're keen, Wests. They wanted that one. And
reckon just going down the leg side from side on here.
Yeah,
we'll have a look from...
Might be able to see that, maybe. Here we go. This should show us. Dooley's obligingly right out of the way.
Yeah, just seeming a little bit just the leg side. So good umpiring decision, and the umpiring's been quite good, very good. Sorry, over the last 2 days.
Yep, and especially yesterday, they were. That was hot out there yesterday. They did 2 games in a row. So
we've got a change of bowl with the left arm Olivia Hartland coming on the bowl.
She didn't bowl much yesterday. I haven't seen much of Olivia Hartland. She none for 3 off 1 though, so she's a miser as well. So
yep. She generally chips in with a couple of overs when the when the fire and heat players aren't here, she generally bowls 4 overs, but probably 2 overs with Ash at times when they've got Grace and everyone here.
She'll be bowling to Murphy.
Straight on the money. Tight run. Ooh. Oof. I think a dry erect hit. It might have been out.
Would have been a good choice for an underarmy there. In the direction you're running. But I'm not a coach, so there you go. Heartland to
just down the leg side a little
Ralph.
bit. Nice,
Gets
nice
that
shot.
one back. Yep, they'll get a couple for that one. They run. Oh, now I'm instructing. Sorry. I was hoping for a quicker first on there, but so Ralph off the mark.
Oh, I only took one. Oh, see.
2.
Yep.
And they need to try and take advantage of Heartland here, but she's crafty, so Ralph looking to turn it around and
Bowler's running
trouble.
outside. Oh, that's out. What a throw from Josie Dooley.
Fantastic throw.
She's got her hands up in the air.
It's,
She would be ecstatic with that throw.
Yep.
That was unlucky for the batsman.
Had the outer glove off, I think, didn't she? Did she have time to throw that?
Yep, she took the glove off,
Yep.
through
down the stumps from the other end. Well done, Josie Dooley. And that's the end of Ralph. Murphy, thoughtful over there. That's never nice when that happens.
Oh, probably didn't seem to show urgency to go at the ball. It wasn't until she turned and realised the run out was on that she threw it at the stumps by her actions there. So
anyway, it worked. Now we've got Lauren Anderson coming out. Yeah, just to stop there.
Olivia did well. Tried to bat it onto the stumps.
Didn't need to.
No.
So nice wicket keeper's play there.
Number 9.
That's Anderson. She'll be thinking I've already done my work today, but required to bat now. 5 for 80 we're in the 14th over, and things are getting a bit tight here for UQ. They need 63 from 40. Somebody needs to blast that a bit around
That's
about
a nice
now.
shot by Natalie.
Yeah. Enough of a bobble up there that they could get one. So Anderson on strike. Gee, they don't leave that up long. Hope you're quick readers there. That was the bowling for Wests.
Yep, Heartland last ball coming up, none for 4. So that's been a good over, especially with the run out. And the run rate's getting up, run and a half a ball now, so every dot ball is adding more pressure.
End of a good over there from Heartland.
Looks like Sam Dixon coming on.
From the other end. Give her a bit of wind behind her for a change. Well, at the moment, the wind will be behind her-ish. I tell you, it's swinging around here. It's impossible to know what's going on with the wind. But, yep, now from the racetrack end, Sam Dixon. Getting her instructions.
So just looking at that last over, it looks like the experienced Natalie Murphy she came down the wicket, so she knows what the run rate is. She realised that she can't afford to get out, but has to also score runs. So it'll be an interesting period of play. Kirby's got 3 out. so protecting the boundaries.
Yeah, I think she's going to go square here, obviously. Oh.
Yep.
She's having an absolute belter today. Sam Dixon. Is it Sam?
Yep.
Yeah, Sam Dixon. Should have made them have wildly different numbers. In she comes. Murphy.
Nice shot. Oh, run out on here.
They've got to go.
Yep. Non-striker just wasn't backing up enough.
Yep.
This stage of the game, you've got to be running almost every ball for a single.
Yeah, Murphy a bit frustrated there by that one. That's 2 in a row she's lost because they haven't gone quickly. Furling making sure that one goes straight into Dooley's gloves. No leaping necessary.
Not that I would have made the run at all.
No. But if you got to go, you got to go.
Yep.
And got another Murphy coming in now.
Yep. It'd be a lot easier now. Chloe's a left-hand batter.
Okay.
Yeah, no, good fielding by Holly. Holly didn't panic, picked the ball up cleanly, threw it straight to Josie and knew that Josie would do the rest.
Yep, so things looking pretty good if you're a West supporter right now. University and all sorts. And at the end of the 14th over. So you need 62 from 36. And it's just a bit hard to see where, with all that batting in the shed now, hard to see where it's going to come from. Natalie Murphy is the likely provider. But Chloe is currently facing Sam Dixon. It's the future of Queensland cricket we're looking at right here, I'd argue.
Nice Yorker, well dug out by Chloe there.
And they're just tightening the screws here, Wes, on this new bat.
Oh, be careful.
Yeah.
Megan running out of that, she throws returns over the stumps or knocks them out, one or the other.
Everybody's a bit gun-shy about run-outs now.
Yeah. But you can't stop running. You just learn which ones are better to run. It's the way we coach the people coming through. Yep, straight away, Kirby's right onto it, getting towards the end of the over, drop the fieldsman out so they don't get a 4. Nice bit of bowling, I don't think that was out. Umpire's the other side, Jace. Normally umpires at square leg, that's why she was looking this way, but he's over at point with the left-hander.
All right, so this will be Murphy on strike here, and
Sims coming on the bowl.
All right. She's going to have to take a hold of somebody here, Natalie Murphy. Yep. She's at least try to. There's no other choice really at this point. And
Kirby's bringing the spin on, saying, okay, if you want to go after it, we're prepared to risk a few runs.
Yep.
Kirby will have protection back. Yeah, there's 3 on the leg side and 1 on the off. So, saying if you're prepared to go, go. And also having the left-hander in, be spinning away from Chloe Murphy.
Yep. Chloe Murphy there, well ready to take a second run if Natalie gave her the go-ahead, but it wasn't forthcoming, so she has to face Ashley Sims now. A left and right combo is always tricky.
Yep. 3 back on the leg side for left-hander and 1 on the offside back on the boundary.
Excuse me.
Could be caught.
Holly Furling under that.
Holly won't
I
make
would
a mistake
think,
on
yeah,
that.
she's safe as houses. So things extremely dire for University now. I think it wasn't a secret that it mostly depended on Laura Harris having a big one, and she didn't get it away. So
there is one, just depends who's in the 11 or 12, there is one hitter left in the batting lineup. Sheba hits the ball a long way. Not always successful, but
can get hold of it.
But it's Joey Maben coming in next.
All right.
Former West player. Quite handy with the bat. Her mum's scoring today.
She's not looking as happy as she was looking yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
There in the scorer's box.
But again, all credit to all the teams that played this weekend. Uni played a great game yesterday. Have been in this, not saying that they've lost it yet, but have been in this to around the 10, 12 over stage. Just the last few overs where things have gone a little bit skew-if. A couple of run-outs didn't help. And some good tight bowling. Really good tight bowling by both sides today. Yeah,
it's been a great weekend of cricket. If you want to see those semi-finals, they're still up on the Facebook page that you're looking at this through at Queensland Cricket.
That's
she's got a... Gee.
Yeah, that's a bit lucky, that one.
That body language tells me that they know it. So, just wasn't expecting that one, Murphy, and got her. But as you've been saying all weekend, Mick, if you bowl at the stumps and they miss, they're gone. So that's what she's done there. A little bit high, but straight. So
we've got young Shani Bloxham coming in.
Oh, okay.
So they're not bringing Sheba in. So Shani Bloxham, who's quite a good cricketer, very good cricketer.
She's short.
To face a hat-trick ball, if I'm not mistaken. Bit of a shame that was at worst it could have been an undercutter, but I think it was just a full toss and just off the bottom of the bat, missed it onto the stumps.
Ashley Sims there, 2 wickets for 13.
Tammy Cole going in a bit closer just in case there's a catch.
Yeah, a lot of pressure here on.
Oh, well played.
Yeah.
Yeah, the off spinner wouldn't be letting the off spinner get a wicket. It's in the rules. Like wicket keepers don't let each other stump them.
Sims here.
Oh,
to Bloxham, and she's bowled her.
3 wickets and 4 balls.
So that's a good day out for Ash Sims.
It's at the end of the game.
And I do believe that Wests have won this competition. Correct?
Yeah.
That's right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 9. That should be 10 out. Yep.
Yep. Handshakes there from Courtney Sipple as she comes in from outside and with the umpires. Well done. And Wes, worthy winners here this morning. Got rid of the dangerous Laura Harris early, had to, and they did. Dropped her, but caught her next ball. Good stand there from UQ, but just couldn't quite get hold of that. So Jess Jonathan tried to take it on her back, but out for 42. So
yep. Good win. Got away from University at the end. The run-outs and players being away really hurt them today. But no, good final. They should be proud. Get into the final. It's anybody's race, and there's some good bowling and batting today.
Yeah, disciplined stuff there from West as always, and they win the Kath Raymont Shield T20. Grace Harris waiting for them to come off with her knee braced up, and she is happy.
Giving the whole team
high
tens.
Yeah, high tens for everybody from Grace there. So nice picture, Mitch. Well done. The jubilant West side. That's it from us from Allan Border Field. Some fantastic cricket here all weekend. We're calling All Sports Brisbane. On the camera today again, Mitch Horrigan. On the buttons today, Kenny Andres. And thank you, Mick Sims, for being with us all weekend. My name's Carol Weichel. This has been a weekend of cricket for you from Calling All Sports.